Starting right away. I don't know if there was an update, but that probably not. So no 2.5. Next time. Keep an eye on it. This one went really fast though. Okay. Skip the intro. Prepare seasonings greetings even. All right. Here we go. Right away. Get that off the screen. Get that out of here. 15 pages. So we got what do we got? So last thing I did, okay, so Yam has to eat more food. Parsi's done, Yugi's done. So one more visit will do it. Rin's done, and pretty sure Komeiji Satori came by. No, I have to start Satori's Bond level 4 quest. Okay. Alright. Call multi-commission. No. Wriggle and Chirbo, please. How's everything? Yep. I need them to do this thing. There we go. That'll take care of that. I don't have to move at all for that. Alright. There hasn't been any info as far as I can tell about the state of the rhythm game. I'd love to play it, I really would. I just can't. I just can't read it, so I don't wanna jump into it until I can actually read it. And I don't know when that's gonna be, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna happen before I'm finished. So I'll have to come back to it later in the future, which is fine. That's fine. More Mystia in the future. You know there's someone called the Spider-Man in the outside world. I don't know much about that. My friends somehow got their hands on a book from the outside world. The book contains the deeds of a hero called Spider-Man. His classic line is an emissary from hell. Spider-Man. I don't think that's what he says at all. So this line has been pretty popular among Tsuchigumo recently. Even a spider can become a hero. How wonderful. I wonder if there's some kind of Sparrow Man hero in the outside world. Maybe in another world we aren't yokai feared by everyone, but rather heroes everyone love. Okay. Invites. Did I get I got the beverage from that. Oh, chat, I wasn't paying attention. Did she say yes? Chat, did Yam say yes? I wasn't paying attention. I was more concerned about other things. Miss Parsi, don't you think that there's been more yokai visiting the Underworld recently? As the competition approaches, more and more people like you are coming to see the fuss. What's more, each and every one of them makes me so jealous. You can immediately be jealous of someone you've just met. Of course, there are plenty of reasons to be jealous. But the Underworld's yokai are all said to be despised. How could they make you jealous? Though they're despised by the surface, they each have their own talents. For example, Tsuchigumo can spread disease, but thanks to that, the blowhole they reside in deters people from entering. She did say yes. Okay, good. Good. Additionally, they're also valued for being experts in architecture. That makes me so jealous. Wow, Tsuchigumo are really amazing. And those pets, Gioni. I'm so jealous of their strength and how they live every day doing as they please. Sure, a lot of reasons to be jealous. And that's Satori in the Palace of the Earth Spirits. Even though her ability is the most despised, she's so gentle with animals and gains so much of their love. I'm so jealous. Well, that is something ordinary people wouldn't understand. There's no such thing as a useless person in the world. If there were, wouldn't that make them unique? Being special makes me even more jealous. What's so funny? Everyone says that Miss Parsi is jealous, but deep down you really look up to everyone, don't you? Why should I look up to them? All I have is jealousy. If you say so. You, who's always jealous of everyone, is also really gentle. What are you talking about? Because you're good at finding what others do best. What's so great about that? I'm jealous because everyone else has something special. I think that's amazing. Being able to notice what's good about others is what makes you special. Well, I don't care. A bridge connects one end to the other, often symbolizing the path from one life to another. Therefore, there's also a saying on the surface that the bridge is the final destination of the soul. I didn't really understand it before, but now I think I kind of get it. The poor souls who have to cross this bridge can at least get some recognition in the end. Even if they've been abandoned by the world, they must feel relieved, right? The road after death is not an easy one to walk. If you lose your mind, you will lose yourself. That kind of faith is necessary for the dead to continue walking on with resolve. I see. I'm glad that Miss Parsi is the person who guards the gap between the surface and underworld. You really treated me well all this while. If you visit the surface in the future, make sure to pay me a visit as well. For the despised like us, nothing good will happen if we visit the surface. That's not true. Here, please take this. This is a concert ticket. Oh, I forgot about this. While it's not ready yet, I believe there'll come a day when it will be. No matter when, I'll reserve the best VIP seat for you. I'll definitely make you happy even on the surface. I'm so jealous. That bliss. That magnificence. You, take this unlucky straw effigy back with you. Is this the rumored straw effigy that can repel bad luck? So you know about it. Although it looks scary, it actually protects its holder at all times. This kind of indirect gentleness is really similar to you. Well, thank you for the gift. I'll definitely cherish it. That smile really makes me jealous. This is also for you. This is a letter of recommendation for the Bizarre Cooking Challenge. So that I may always be jealous, that smile of yours must absolutely never fade. Right, I'll do my best. Straw effigy. Maxed out her things. Likes trending unpopular, dislikes popular. Of course she does. Alright. I can check that in items, I think. Let me... Straw doll. It looks sinister and scary, but also protects its bearers, shielding them from misfortune. Use it to decorate the store will allow you to sustain one combo-ending mistake. Okay. It's fine. I'm gonna look at the letter, too. A letter of recommendation for the Bizarre Cooking. Serial number 021404110. Misahazi Parsi is written in the recommender column. I wonder if that number is a reference to anything specific. Anyway, there's also the text to read. Parse. I originally thought she was a friendly yokai, but I heard her talking behind my back as soon as I left. A yokai who feeds on jealousy that can't live without the jealousy of others? That's really sad. It doesn't look like she cares, though. She's also has rapid mood swings. How odd. Hachihime are the yokai of bridges as well as guardians of bridges. Miss Parsi actually watches over others day by day to ensure safe travels between the surface and the underground. In that case, she's very noble-minded yokai, too. I realize Miss Parsi is familiar with everyone's good traits. Although everyone says Miss Parsi is a very jealous person, deep down she actually looks up to everyone. Getting to know about her is really great. Well, isn't that just swell? The character writing is one of my favorite things about this game. It's a huge part of it, I think. The gameplay loop is fun, but like, I think the thing that really keeps me coming back is the characters. Misugi, you're drinking all the time as well. Miss Suika is also always drinking. She even said she's never been sober. Ha! I see she's still the same old Suika. You two aren't in touch with each other. We Oni know to stick together, but we also like to do whatever we want. I don't even know where the Underworld's Oni are, let alone someone on the surface. If it's Miss Suika, she's almost always at the shrine. An Oni living in a shrine, ain't she the weird one? Weird? Well, Miss Suika is a bit different from the other Oni, but I can't put my finger on what's different. The thing Oni hate the most is deception, so an Oni will never tell a lie. But Suika ain't as honest as the rest. Miss Suika's dishonest? Why would you say that? Because she went over to the surface. What does that mean? Do you know why the Oni left Gensokyo? I heard from Miss Suika. Apparently it's because they despised how dishonest humans are. She even told you that, huh? That's right. Back then when we were still living on the surface, we loved to duel with humans under the rules they set. We dueled for the hell of it, but humans didn't think the same. Because trying to defeat an Oni is just way too hard for a human. Yeah. If humans had surpassed us in strength, then everyone would have been able to have fun, but they didn't do that. Not only that, they even resorted to underhanded tactics to deal with us in one fell swoop. Well, Oni capturing humans symbolized the fear humans had. That's one of the reasons why we exist. Humans actually need that fear as well, but all that was ruined by the human selfishness. So the Oni, disappointed in humans, moved to the underworld where no human could reach. We realized that between humans and Oni, there exists a deep, uncrossable trench. But Suika ain't giving up. She returned to the surface on her own, quietly trying to recover the trust between humans and Oni. You don't approve of what Miss Suika is doing? Heh, my approval ain't important. In my opinion, Miss Suika is very happy living on the surface. She said the Gensokyo today is more charming than the Gensokyo of the past. I know. Suika once worked together with the Shrine Maiden. They came to the Underworld to resolve the incident of spirits pouring out to the surface. After fighting the Shrine Maiden, I knew that the surface is no longer the way I remember it. You actually envy Miss Suika, right? Me? Yeah, otherwise you wouldn't bring her up all the time. Weren't you the one who brought her up? That's because you're really interested in the topic. That really how it looks? Not only you, the other Oni as well. You know, in the Strange Creators Who's Who of Gensokyo and for SA, there's a little column for all the characters, and Satori is one of the quote-unquote judges, and Satori does mention that this is in fact the case. Yugi is in fact a little jealous of Suika for her decision, I suppose. The Oni are haunted by what happened in the past, so everyone decided to leave due to their disappointment in humans. Isn't that just running away from the issue? If you say Miss Suika is a dishonest Oni, then I guess everyone else is a cowardly Oni. You really got guts, huh? I was just pulling your leg, don't take it seriously. Nah, maybe you're right. I know Gensokyo is not the place it once was, yet I couldn't muster the courage to face it. The Oni in the former capital look carefree on the surface, when in reality we're a bunch of stupid idiots. Not really. Truth be told, I've been interested in Gensokyo's humans ever since Suika came to the Underworld. Maybe going to the surface occasionally ain't too bad. If you go to the surface, please make sure to come to my concert. Oh, when's that? Sometime in the future. Ha, interesting. See you jumping on with any thought the Oni hide in the underworld is like some bad joke. Okay, I'll definitely be there. I won this yukata at a game last night. Apparently only the flower of flowers can wear it. Oh shit, new outfit. Sounded interesting, so I'm giving it to you. Take it as a blessing for your sometime in the future concert. It looks gorgeous, huh? This is an invitation to the bizarre cooking competition. That's the icing on the cake. Thank you so much. I'll definitely work even harder. One day I'll be as attractive as the flower of flowers herself. Good luck, little birdie. Nice. Fighting is a guarantee not expected, although yeah, okay, I got that, all that. Alright, alright, I got a new outfit. Well, 01080727. Hold on, I gotta go home and try it on right now. Well, actually, not yet. I have to go. Hold on. I'll put it on, but first I gotta go take care of business up in Chittenden. Okay. So Oku is Oku is very close to being finished. Even if she doesn't show up, like just talking to her should be enough soon. Okay. Gotta be careful though, because if the bond level goes to the next level through conversation, it immediately activates the text. So skipping is a bit risky. Okay, no. It'll take a few days actually. Ever since you set up shop in the Underworld, Satori-sama's been getting better. Appetite's been getting better and better. Really? That's great. Letting you do business here was a good decision. I feel like I can repay some of my debt to Satori-sama. Speaking of which, you never told me how you were taken in by Miss Satori. Oh, that. Satori-sama took me home from a pile of dead bodies. Oh my, what? That can't be right. Chat, I'm pretty sure this is, I don't know if there's anything canon saying this, but this might just be 100% fanon here. Eh? Do you know why yokai like the Kasha exist? Why? It's because we consume different types of food. There are many types of cat yokai. Generally, a cat that has eaten a human will become a nekomata, though your nekomata friend who serves as a shikigami might not be the same. Her power comes from her master, after all. And Kasha, almost without exception, are all born from cats that have eaten a corpse. What? You said Miss Satori found you in a pile of dead bodies. Could it be that you were eating a corpse at that time? Thankfully, Satori-sama took me back home despite the gruesome scene. Why did you eat corpses? They're rotten and stiff. Even yokai don't like eating them. A starving kitten doesn't have the luxury of being picky about food. How did you end up like that? Before I became a Kasha, I was a regular black cat. Humans treated me as a bad omen, so I'd be chased away the moment I entered their sights. The black cat of bad omens, huh? Isn't that what they call Chen? So if I wanted to continue living, I had to go somewhere far away without any humans. But a place like that doesn't have any food. With my life hanging by a thread, I arrived at a mass grave. I was so hungry I could barely keep my eyes open. When I thought my life was at an end, I heard a voice. Don't give up, little cat. It's already over for us, but you can still live on. As long as you're alive, there'll always be hope. That's probably the first time I heard the voice of spirits. Somehow I felt strength well up inside me, and I madly chewed on anything I could find. That's how I clung on to life. I never knew you had such a tragic past. No biggie. After all, I met Satori-sama not long after. What happened after that? Back then, I barely had the strength to keep on living, but I didn't have hope for living long. The first time I saw Satori-sama, she took a single glance at me from far away and left. The black cat of bad omens is a mass grave? How scary. I thought it must have scared her away. I never imagined she'd come back a few moments later. She definitely came back to take you in, right? No, she just made me a bowl of nekomanma. But that was the most delicious thing I'd ever had, so I stuck myself to her. You really don't let looks deceive you, huh? Satori-sama could read my thoughts. I could finally be understood. You have no idea how much of a lifesaver that was for me. Satori-sama didn't just give me food, she gave me hope. Well, it was a bit sad, but it's all in the past. You look really happy now, Orin. Yeah, my past misfortunes were also necessary because that's how fate decided I would meet Satori-sama. So I'm not sad at all. It's a nice way to think about it. I wish I could always be by Satori-sama's side to repay her, but before that I had to repay your kindness as well. Me? Satori-sama's appetite has been getting better and better, and that's all thanks to you. I think it's time to give you a letter of recommendation for the bizarre cooking competition. Take care of Satori-sama's appetite in the future as well. Great! Thanks for leaving a letter of recommendation for me. In exchange, yeah, I'm gonna have a huge concert on the surface in the future. I specially prepared a VIP ticket for you. Feel free to come and have some fun. No need. I gave you the letter of recommendation because you cured Satori-sama's loss of appetite. I can't ask for something in exchange. It's fine. No, I can't take advantage of you. Since it's an exchange, I have to give something in return as well. If there's anything I can help you with, just say the word. In that case, would you mind gathering some ingredients for me? You know this place very well, so it'd be a huge help. That's nothing. Now I can go to the concert with a light heart. I look forward to your visit. There you go. Dislikes hot. Rinslet, and she's the gathering point. Okay. An Oni who left Gensokyo a long time ago. She's got the spirit of an older sister with a firm and straightforward personality. She currently manages the hot springs in the streets of former hell. Let's go for a bath sometime. Turns out Miss Yugi was once one of the big four of the mountain. Rumors say she has an abnormal amount of strength. Her grip is almost unmatched, even among the Oni. I never thought I'd be able to meet such a powerful yokai. I'm still a little nervous. I thought Oni had already lost interest in humans, but in reality, Miss Yugi secretly envies her companions freely moving about on the surface. If you're interested in the surface, just go there. That's how an Oni should act. Look how many things she likes. Damn. A type of cat yokai known as the Kasha. She's the right hand of the palace of the Earth Spirit's mistress. Being able to communicate with corpses and spirits sure sounds convenient, but Kasha are known for stealing corpses. That's the reason she's despised, right? Well, it's not nice to gossip about other people's interests. When you think about it, when a human has just passed away, wouldn't they be completely at a loss? If they can meet the cheerful and talkative Orin during their journey to the other side, maybe it mitigates some of the fears brought by death. The black cat of bad omens who lived in prejudice, so she had to go through such hardships. Prejudice really is awful. Good thing Orin met Miss Satori. Having a good owner can really change a pet's life. I wish Orin can continue living a carefree life of stealing corpses. Maybe without that last bit, but you got it. Kaboom. Orin, are you free right now? I'm very free. If you need anything, just ask. Then it's fine if I trouble you to gather ingredients today? Oh, that's nothing. Make sure you treat your customers well. Okay. You know, I actually like that backstory. I don't think there's ever been any information on how Orin and Satori met, obviously. But that backstory is believable. It meshes with how Kasha exists, and it fits the whole underground yokai despised bit as well. So there's a lot of things in that little fan and backstory that actually kind of lines up to be believable. As sad as it is, it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. Lady Satori, I heard you have a sister. You saw Koishi? I've never seen her before, so I'm asking you. Does she not live here? She loves to wander around. She will return eventually. She always does. You two are like polar opposites. Literally, even the color scheme. Do you talk when you are with Miss Koishi, or do you communicate telepathically? My sister Koishi is a Satori unable to read minds. Eh? Did she suffer some kind of accident? No, she closed her heart of her own free will. Huh? She completely gave up her thoughts. Her own head is now an empty abyss. As such, she can no longer see into people's hearts. Why would she do that? Perhaps she despises her ability, or perhaps she wishes to not be despised by others. As someone who has ceased all thoughts, even I cannot read her heart. Since it's her choice, maybe she's more happy this way? You don't have to worry. A Satori unable to read minds is like a knife without an edge or a dish without seasoning. Even her existence is thin now. As she wanders the surface, the people able to see her are few and far between. What is the point of all this? I do not understand. By that you mean people can't see her even if she's standing right in front of them? She can be seen occasionally. Those with weak souls can see her as well, mostly young kids. However, recently the amount of people who have seen her seem to have increased. I suppose that strange mask she picked up worked its magic. Isn't that great? If no one can see her, she would be really lonely. The mask's magic will disappear eventually. When it does, she'll return to being an unnoticed pebble on the side of the road. That's a line straight from the fighting games. Running away will only make her even more lonely. You think she closed her third eye as a form of escapism? She had no other reason to. Why else would she seal her heart if not because her ability was despised? That is what we call escapism. Well, I'm not sure either. Miss Satori sure has a lot of things to worry about. With a sister like her, it would be impossible not to worry. I heard from the pets that she was even recruited by a strange temple. Yeah, she was, wasn't she? I have my suspicions, but with her heart sealed, she has no way of knowing anything. Eh? Could you be referring to the Myoden Temple? Oh, you are aware. I see, your partner is from Myoden Temple. If it's Myoden Temple, you can rest easy. Their temple treat yokai very well. Truly, from your memories, that places tend to take in yokai with nowhere else to go. You still look really worried, though. It is true that not many places on the surface would accept Koishi, but she can be a handful to handle. Moreover, the temple still seems rather... If you're not convinced, why not go take a look yourself? I do wish to pay the temple a visit, but I honestly cannot make the time. You know, I'm surprised that the Myoden Temple isn't a location yet in this game, considering how relevant it is to a few different places. But that's, you know, it's an option. Honestly, you could have a DLC area combine the Myoden Temple with the Divine Spirit Mausoleum. You could. Those two areas are pretty much right next to each other. So, you know, obviously you have Miko, Futo, and probably Tojiko, and then of course you have you have to have Nazarin. It would definitely be Nazarin because there's no better character for the gathering spot. Byakuren, obviously. It'd be Byakuren, Nazarin, and it would have to be someone between Ichiden, Sho, and Murasa. Who? I don't know. I don't know. But Nazarin, Byakuren, Futo, and Miko would be a given. Because there's no better character for gathering than Nazarin. Also, one of them would be an employee as well, so there'd be 4 technically. I need to improve my work efficiency even more. You should take care of yourself as well. Speaking of which, I had already finished all the energy puddings you gave me. Being able to improve my efficiency and my mood at the same time makes it a rarity. Could you please make a few more batches for me? Okay. Oh shit, I have to... pudding resupply. 5 energy puddings? Oh my god. Can I make that? Do I have enough grapes to make that? Uh-oh. We're gonna find out. Okay. Now, Nazarin's perfect for the gathering bit. Because it's always outfit, gathering bit, and accessory for the Izakaya. I need to make 5. Can I make 5? Ooh. Scary. Okay. Let's change outfits. Yeah, Byakuren would never order meat or alcohol, so she would be vegetarian 100%. Vegetarian and no alcohol dishes. Flower yukata. Trophy from that flower pageant. Underworld values strength above all else, so the flower of flowers is the person with the most strength. Wearing it means that you've gained the respect of the strongest person. Draws the attention of people in the former capital. Yeah. Alright. I am now geisha lady. Dun 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 dun. Alright. I'm back. The energy pudding is simply wonderful. Not only does it wake me up, it improves my work efficiency too. I'm glad you like it, but remember to take a break. If it could be made more pure, I could madly finish all of my work in one go. I would have time to visit Koishi on the surface. These effects are just temporary. The stronger it is, the higher the drawbacks. It seems that it can be done. Nothing really gets past you, huh? There are too many things I wish to do. I beg of you. Alright, but you absolutely mustn't eat too much. Burnt out pudding. Okay. The ultimate forbidden dessert with sourness cranked up to the max. Just one is enough to trigger an adrenaline rush and make a yokai dance for an entire night. But after the rush, you can't help but say, I'm burnt out! That hits so many things for her. 2 lemons, honey, and grapes. Dude, that sounds great. Okay. Fuck, I need grapes, dude. I need grapes. I've got Chirno. I've got Chirno at least doing her thing. Fuck. I'm opening Chiriden. Yam's coming to dinner. Okay. Here I am. Here I am. Let's go grab 5 grapes from the grapevine. 10! Whoa! Whoa! That was not that good before. Alright. Alright, chat, I swear when I was playing this game back then, that was not how that went. I swear on my life. That gave you like 2 or 3 grapes maximum. Now it gives you that much? That's insane. Take all. Take it all. Now it even tells you which ones you get for this as well. Not like I need to. Grapes used to be so hard to get your hands on because it was the vinery that gave it to you, but like you harvested fucking tiny itty bitty amounts, and now that's just not the case. No, I'm good. I think that's everything. I think it's best to just move on. About time I should get ready to open Izakaya. Thank you, Wriggle. 10 grapes, 10 grapes. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that got buffed. I've got some ingredients for you. Why are you using your cart to carry the ingredients? I wash my cart every day. Turn these ingredients into delicious food for your customers. Alright, Chiriden go. I'm opening level 2 because I don't like level 3. The hustle and bustle level 3 is not as fun. That's all. Alright, so I need to give Satori the pudding. And then everybody else is just whatever until I get their bond level up. It's mostly just Yam and Satori, because Oku will be good in 1 visit, and then Satori just has to keep coming back. Which means once Satori shows up and leaves, I just end the day early. So let's just, let's get the usual going, I guess. Dun 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 dun. The Underworld seems to like all the strange dishes, so you know, why not? Da-dun. Okay. There's no strange drinks, you notice that? Like, there's weird drinks for sure like this, but none of them are, like, classified as strange. Okay. Alright. And I guess pan. Okay. It's gotta go fast, essentially. So I'm looking for... Oh, there you go. Kaboom. She's all dressed up. Inedible bird. The most important part of today is to get a new CG for a thumbnail, so I don't have to use a hot springs image again. You know what's funny, chat? I actually got hit with a community strike of a week ago, and I was like, uh-oh, did the thumbnail do that? It wasn't the thumbnail. You know what it was? It was a link. It was a link on a VOD from well over a year ago, maybe even 2 at this point. But apparently YouTube judged this link to be not bad, and they punished me for it. Instead of just telling me, hey, can you remove this because this is not good, they after a fucking year and a half, I got a message like, hey, you fucked up. Don't do that again. With no warning or anything, just immediately on that. It's like, oh, cool. I'm not afraid to try something hotter than fire. Heatable beverage. Okay. Hotter than fire. Instant death isn't hot. Whatever. I can't stress too much over the orders. Heatable. Just get Oku out of here. She's about 2 dishes away. Oh, we're good. That should be it, actually. It's either that. If not that, and she leaves now, then it will be a matter of just talking to her. Okay, one more dish. One more dish. Stay for one more dish, Oku. Don't leave. Please don't leave. That'd be really bad if you left right now. Okay. Strength boosting cocktail. That was strength boosting, right? Yeah. Okay. Now we're good. Okay. There we go. Why was it problematic? It was the link to it was a link to the patch to change Pokemon Black to Blaze Black. Apparently the link to that site was no good. Don't ask me what's wrong with it, because apparently it wasn't a problem for a whole fucking year and a half. Alright, well there goes. Alright. I ended up using all of her budget, so oops. But I can just talk to her tomorrow and we'll be good. There's Satori. Excellent. Sweetness liquor. Okay. That's very early. See Akatsuki. No, I want something with liquor. Get her out of here faster. Whatever. Yam's here as well, and that's good. They'll be able to sit down in time, so we'll be fine. Well, I deleted the link from all the VODs, and I think it's now fine. But it's still, like, really stupid that instead of telling me anything, they just removed it, and then they gave me a fucking warning about it. Like, hey, don't do that, as if it's somehow my fault that a year and a half later, the link just went bad. But I guess this is the same, company that can destroy your private It can destroy your private playlists if you, you know, if you have a problematic video within it. Pretty cool, right? Not so private anymore. They gave me a warning. They said, the warning said if this happens again, you'll be, you'll get a community strike and you won't be able to upload for a week. It's like, that's just fantastic, you know? That's just fantastic. Thanks for the heads up. Don't make that mistake again, as if I made any fucking mistake to begin with. But whatever. Grape, honey, lemon, lemon. Grape. Honey, lemon, lemon. Oh, I forgot to turn the straw doll on, didn't I? I don't see it anywhere in the Izakaya. There you go. Job done. Cocktail sweetness. Thanks for the useless washi. Okay. No alcohol. Give her the ice cream. I'm sure she'll like the ice cream. Life needs to be a little more sweet. If you think about it, Satori and Patchouli are just the same character. Said no one ever. Low alcohol, alright. Strange. Vintage, what are you doing here? Dish that goes well with sake. It's the boiling pot with the lion's head, right? Beef. Good with alcohol. Yeah. Ordinary people think the food we prefer is weird. Very. Photogenic. It's raw, right? Yeah, it's already raw. Photogenic. She like meat, yeah. Savory, sweet, raw, strange, photogenic. Strange, raw, photogenic, and sweet. Okay. Bitter. Soda. Huh. Culinary styles, cultural background. Yep. Dun 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 dun. Eating too much will hinder my train of thought. Small portion, home cooking. Oh. Sweet, dreamy, small portion specialty. Yeah. Home cooking. Sweet. Throw some honey on that shit. Vintage. Low alcohol. Photogenic. Blood boil. Aura bursting? Oh, what was that big one that she gave me? Cutting board. Everything in ice cube. Okay. Ice cube, and then the poor fish. Wait. One of these fish is not used. Pufferfish. There you go. Blood boil. Photogenic. Sure. Raw. Photogenic sweet. There you go. Just for you, Yam. I got it coming. Oren's here, but she might not be able to sit down. Actually, she will because I just remember what Yam's ability is. Dislikes greasy food. I didn't know that. Now I do. Alright. Beer. Weird food. Okay. I'll do the usual then. Weird. Sweet photogenic. Okay. Vintage. Legendary. Yep. Legendary. Sure. Bitter. Food can shorten the gap between people in different homelands. That's cultural. Low alcohol. Fresh dishes. That's savory. Yeah. 14 seconds to wait for this thing. 14 seconds. Oh my god. Cultural. And that's cultural background? No. Now it is. That was weird. There's so much room to hit that. Now, what did you want again? Fresh dished. Savory. Savory. Add an onion. Onion and a nut. Perfect. Okay. She felt fired up. You ever, chat, have you ever just looked in a playlist, an old playlist, and scrolled down and tried to play the game known as... No alcohol. Tried to play the game known as... Which videos in this playlist got deleted and removed? Finest cuisine is akin to a dream. Okay. I've done that before. You ever just click your liked videos, and then you just scroll down and you just see video deleted, video deleted, video deleted, video deleted. It's like, alright, bro. Fish sake. Fish. Trout, flour, honey. No. Do? Yeah, it was due. I don't remember. Doesn't matter anymore anyway. Photogenic beer. Photogenic. Sure. She's gone. Is my job done? Yam's done. Bye, Yam. How I sit here. Gilva Sunder got nuked. Yeah. Yeah. Fun is infinite until it isn't. Ah. Anime clips? Yeah. Yeah. Happens to a lot of things, but they always manage to come back in some way, shape, or form, no matter what. No matter how hard you try to scrub it, once it's on the internet, it's there forever. It's pretty rare that something just completely disappears and becomes lost media. Alright, let's see. Yeah, gonna talk to Utso, and Yam is also another. So basically, I'm just going to be focusing on Satori then. Let me turn the straw doll on. What? Yeah. Isn't this just straight up the background from the Fire and Leaf Green Pokedex? It's pretty good though. There we go. Now it's on. Scary. PJ party. Alright. 30-minute extended music tracks. Oi! Multi-commission. Call Wriggle and Chirno. I'm glad that Chirno can just gather. Like, she... You know what's funny about that? That some of that stuff that she gathers is on the STM's property, which means she just kind of slips in and takes things and then slips out. Stealthy. Alright. Honestly, I could use some beer. Human Village. Vintner. Okay. Okay. I paid over the phone. We're good. No. I got the... Yes. Give me that. Alright. So now, I guess we're just... Yeah, we're just talking to Yam. Talking to Yam, then talking to Satori. How's the yokai temple at the village doing? You mean your own temple? The temple built by yokai, right? People do the pilgrimages there. I think so. My partner is trained at the temple and she seems to be swamped at work every day. You mean the Yamabiko helping with your Izakaya? She also converted to Buddhism. That would mean the temple does in fact take in stray yokai. Kingdom of Milestone help the temples construct. Yeah, okay, right. They got this one. Where Yam fucking lies through her teeth about that. Unbelievable. Give me that. Goodbye, Parsi. Now that we're friends, we don't have to talk anymore. Alright. What? Oh, that was weird. I like how they're hanging these things out to dry here over the you know, the boiling lava. It's pretty good. Pretty good idea. I would give it a... It's a pretty good idea. Alright. Buy the rest of the stuff. Talk to Oku. See what happens. Okay. Okay. I still can't understand why a messenger from the surface would purposely give you such power. Who is she? I hear Orin say that she were there was some mountain god from the surface. Mountain god? Could it be the Moria Shrines? I've got no idea. Did she not come back to visit you afterwards? Did she? I don't remember either. Anyways, the underground geyser center was built not long after. It even has a nuclear furnace. By the way, the temperature of the nuclear furnace is really hot. So only I, with the power of the Yatagarasu, can go near it. It's also why I guard the place. Ah, could it be you were given this ability so you could take care of the furnace? No way! That mountain god said I could bring hope to the world. My role is the hero, not a crow watching over some furnace. Speaking of which, how did I go from savior of man to destroyer of worlds? Destroyer of worlds? After I got my powers, I fantasized about many things. One of them was to turn the surface into the hell of blazing fires. Then I'd be able to rule the surface as well. What did you do? I hadn't even done anything yet. The shrine came and exterminated all that fiery passion. If you hadn't done anything, why would Miss Rainbow come down to the Underworld and beat you up? Generally speaking, she doesn't move unless hell breaks loose. The thing is, hell was gonna break loose. I think using my abilities caused the geyser to erupt. They investigated all the way from the hot springs to the remains of blazing hell. Ah, I think I remember some of it now. When the hot springs first appeared out of the ground, a lot of vengeful spirits came out as well. At the time, the yokai on the surface were too afraid to go outside. As yokai, being possessed by vengeful spirits is no laughing matter. I also locked myself inside for several days. Yeah, the vengeful spirits. They said Orin was behind it, but that's not possible. Eh? Does Orin have anything to do with that? Of course she doesn't. Orin is a straightforward and honest cat, not a manipulative one. Well, what, you think Orin's the culprit too? Well, I feel that Miss Rainbow wouldn't accuse someone for no reason. That's not true either. But I believe that even if it really was Orin, she must have had a reason for doing so. I can't think of any reasons. In the end, I was the only one who was taught a lesson. I was blessed with such amazing powers, but now everyone's wary of me. I can't even go to the surface without feeling like I'm being watched, not to mention rule it. Well, maybe that was Orin's goal? What do you mean? To stop her best friend from doing something stupid. I didn't do anything stupid. The idea of ruling the surface with the divine flame is ridiculous. I came here to invite you to my concert, but I didn't know you had that kind of ambition. I'm not even sure if I dare invite you to the surface. Wait. I want to go to your concert too. You're too dangerous. I don't want my concert getting nuked. I'll control my power. I haven't used it ever since Satori-sama scolded me. Please invite me. Well, come on, invite me. I've never been to a concert before. Even if you put it like that. I know, I'll give you a letter of recommendation for the bizarre cooking competition. Really? Actually, I wanted to give it to you a long time ago, but I couldn't remember where I put it. I accidentally found it in my cape yesterday. Take the letter along with the cape. Wow, thank you. So about the concert on the surface, then you'll have to promise me not to use your powers. No problem, they will be well under control. Okay, I hope I'll be able to share some of my happiness with you when the time comes. It's a little early to say this, but thanks for coming. Yeah, I'll see you then. Stardust cape. Oh, I got a new outfit. It's her cape. I got Oku's cape. Miss Satori, I'm here to give feedback for the burnout pudding. The effects are quite shocking. Even without sleep, I still feel full of energy. I like how the entire food quest for Satori here is just feeding her energy drinks. Converting energy drinks into food form. Satori tries White Monster, the story. That's what this is. You still have to sleep. Rest assured, I will make sure my work does not pile up, so even with the giant workload, I am still able to rest. I just wish to make some time for a visit to the surface. Miss Koishi's very important to you, right? You work to the bone, yet you still want to visit her on the surface. You need to worry about yourself as well. Yes, I absolutely cannot fall. Miss Satori, why do you have so many bottles of wine on your desk? These were confiscated from drunk troublemakers. Whoa, if yokai get drunk every day, doesn't that mean you'll have an endless supply of wine? Wine is good, but using it as an excuse to create trouble is something I absolutely loathe. The thought of their ugly faces annoy me to no end, and even the wine starts to feel detestable. It's not the wine's fault. You want the wine? You needn't beat around the bush with me. I am aware of all that goes on in your heart. Do not feel sorry, just take them away. Mind reading sure is convenient. Don't mind if I do. A giant popsicle and fairy dew. You mean 2 items that have no alcohol in them at all? What you talking about, Satori? Miss Satori, from where did you adopt all your pets? I never specially adopted anything. The animals essentially all came here on their own. So many of them, they must be very popular with animals. It is because I am the only one who can understand them. To have you as their owner, they must be so lucky. Alright. Well, actually, gather for me, please. Okay. gather for me, grab some cheese. I'm gonna go put on the outfit. Okay, take me back. Take me home, and I'm gonna go grab some more grapes. I'm gonna put on the cool cape. Where? A cape that looks ordinary on the outside but has countless stars on the inside. It's like a mystical cape straight from someone's fantasy. As a yokai, being surrounded by the night sky gives me a magical sense of relief. It's just a cape. The Hell Raven guarding the remains of blazing hell with an enthusiasm that burns like the flames of hell. She looks a bit different from the other Hell Ravens. The only thing that makes me feel close to her is our empty heads. The Black Cat of Bad Omens who lived in prejudice, so she had to go through such hardships. Prejudice, what? Huh? That's not right. Huh? That's not right. That's definitely not right. No, it's still orange. Orange should be the same. Scroll faster, damn it. No, it's the same one. It's okay, that's a problem. Where's the bug report? Send the bug report. Give me your grapes. Give me that shit. Perfect. 30 whole grapes. Out of here. Free stuff. Free stuff. Free stuff. Okay. Cheated in, and now, yep. Oh, I didn't invite, I forgot to invite Yam, didn't I? Oh, that's fine. Potato. Stinky. Uh-oh. Where's the... there. Where's the weird shit? Give me the weird shit. Yeah. 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 Sure. Yeah. Okay. Good. Ooh, look at the pretty cape. Amazing. Where's that straw doll? There it is. Alright, we're just chilling there, I guess. Okay. Take a look real quick. So Satori has to start from nothing, and Yam, I can just talk to her, so. We're waiting for Satori to show up. That's all. Once Satori shows up and leaves, I just end the day prematurely. Or speed running, essentially. I don't need money, I'm rich. I'm flying. Nice cape. We're bonding over our cape. Strength cocktail. Dun dun dun. You are free to leave. Kick out the rare customers as quick as possible. Consume. What if Satori doesn't show up? Maybe I should invite her to make sure. If she doesn't show up at all, that's really cringe. Heatable source of strength. What? Meat is the source of strength. Okay. Okay. Heatable. Enjoy literally on fire drink. That seems like the kind of thing that Oku would like. There she is. Alright, now to feed you the cheapest stuff I have so we can become best buddies. We're doing circles. Goodbye, Oku. Alright. Bitter beverage. Home-cooked dishes. So what's something cheap I can give her? Probably the pudding, right? 32. What's our budget? Oh, I can get away with the sushi. Yeah. Home-cooked, dreamy, sweet. Fly! Mystia is very mature. Pretty sure I talked about that before. How Mystia tends to be one of two, like, two things. Like, she can be a goofball who hangs out with the fairies, or she's a responsible business owner. So she kind of has, like, two different versions, I suppose. Say fruity? Yep. Dream dish. Yeah. Okay. No alcohol, green tea it is. And sweet. Okay. Honey. Home cooking. Cultural. Okay. I don't have any issue with either version of Mystia. I like the version that can be a goofball and hang out with her friends, and I like the version that is more responsible and runs the Izakaya. Actually, give me that. Eating fish. Okay. Bitter beverage. Beer is cheap. And home cooked. Oh, Reimu's barrier is now up. Home cooking, my friend. Okay. But the other characters of Team 9 aren't really like that, huh? Well, I guess you could argue that for Dai. But Dai is a bit of a interesting character in that she is not a character. So, you know, that's all. She likes strange, yeah, put a cicada in there. Don't leave now. You just got cat's walk. No! Alright, so Tori left. Not much progress was made. Oren's done now as well. Alright. Time to close up shop. Hold on. Close and shop. Okay. Dai has a few different things that she can, like, you know, roles to fill, but yeah, she's not really an established character, so there's a lot of different things you could do with her. Wriggle, on the other hand, I don't really see a lot of Wriggle aside from, like, a few people, but even then it's like, there's not much variance I find in her. Same with Chirbo. Chirbo doesn't have too much variance either. And Rumia's variance is not very high either. She's fairly straightforward. It's not often you see a more mature-esque Rumia. The most mature I've ever seen her is when she's talking to Aya in 2009. And that was the last time we ever saw her. Buy everything. Multi-commission. Riguru. Okay. There we go. Job's done. Wriggle just wears pants, and because people love that. That's all. Also, she's one of the most used characters when you need to put in a male, which is Weird thing to say, I know, but you know what I mean when I say that. She's the substitute for that kind of thing. More often than not. Hello, Yam. I know all about Spider-Man. Alright, I think one more conversation with Yam. Yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna go, she's the gathering point, so I can't even make use of the gathering. I bought everything, so I'm just gonna go right up here, invite Satori, and then open and cheat it in again and do the same thing. Pants. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Everybody likes pants. Squishy? Okay. She was there. I saw her. I saw her. Will the surface hold another Danmaku Fireworks Festival this year? Another what? Fireworks Festival? Oh, I remember now. You mean the one Miss Reimu held with an outsider? Did you attend as well? The Underworld's yokai are obsessed with these grandiose displays of powers. I had to attend in order to keep an eye on those troublemakers. That festival was really fun. I never expected Danmaku exploding amidst the sky to be so beautiful. Danmaku. Since the Underworld has no sky, we only see something that once every blue moon. What kind of Danmaku did you perform? The traumatic memories of the audience. Seeing your deepest fears explode right in front of you makes quite the impact, right? Right. Okay. I will consider it. Alright. Gather for me. Okay. Time to open up shop. There we go. There we go. Cheated in rank 2. Let's go. Let's go. Doesn't matter what I put on the menu because I'm clicking X as soon as we're done. Yet here I am still trying to figure out what I want to put on there. Tanamagu. Tanamagu. Good. That's gonna fuck me up. Whatever. Whatever. Okay. PJ time. Dun 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 dun. Satori's probably gonna lend me one of her animals. Yeah. Okay. And now we play the waiting game again. See, when in a series full of girls, you gotta find your substitutes, right? So either you do faceless man with bag on his head. That's usually pretty good. Everybody loves the old sin sack. Or you find a stand-in, and there are a few characters. Marissa's probably the most notable one. But she doesn't wear pants. You know? That's what makes her different from the others. Her lack of pant. I'd say fruity. I think it did. Garden of my dreams. Well, maybe if Kozuzu got off the cutting board, I could do that for you. What do you think? That's sticky rice, you idiot. Sticky rice does not add anything to the dish at all. Okay. There you go. The pant to character ratio of Touhou is quite low. Well, yeah, I guess so. Murasa's pant is funny because it wasn't even originally supposed to be pant. It was like dubiously pant, but the way that Zun drew it made it look like pant, and now it's just like, it's just all agreed on that Murasa wears white shorts and not like a white skirt. Funny how that be. But I guess apparently Patchy wasn't supposed to have stripes either, but that was bullshit. That was pure bullshit. Underworld and the seabed are actually connected. Okay. Sometimes the art isn't clear enough. Sometimes the art just isn't clear enough, so some interpretations get made. And as a result, they end up becoming canon because everybody saw it the same way. That's where patchy stripes come from. That's where Murasa's shorts come from. Kind of wild, isn't it? Zun's art gets the details down well enough that you can tell what the character is, but there are some aspects to it that are lost in translation and then turn into something different. Fruitying fish. Cocktail oil. Oil fish. See, the throwing thumb is good because then I can check. So Tetsuyuma is... What? Why can you... Okay. You're late, but hi. I didn't even know you could show up here. Sweet food. Gourmet experience. Sure. I have just the thing for you, champ. I need to make something hot for Oku. I have something like... It's not hot. That's hot. Chili, 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 cheese, beef. Okay. Beef. Chili, chili, chili. Cha-cha, real smooth. Okay. It's nice hair clip versus hairband. Yeah, that's another one. She's had a hairband originally. That was very hard to see, and then it just turned into a hair clip because that's what people saw. I love when I can give Yuma milk. While tearing the flesh apart, the beast also displays its fangs. Haha. Okay, I just don't know what that means. So I'm gonna assume you mean meat. Or raw. I don't fucking know. No one knows. No one knows with you, girl! Power rising. Sizzle. You know, if Satori shows up after Yuma's ability activates, that's gonna be a bit of annoyance. Oh, yep, here we go. Kirby! Well, everybody is now eating ass. Yep. Good. Thanks, Yuma. She walked in, declared it's ass-eating season, and now it's ass-eating season. So now I sit here and watch the magic unfold. Everybody wants a godfather with it. Satori did not show up, and all I can do is sit here and watch as this madness unfolds in front of me. Nom 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 nom. Delicioso! What? That is not what we agreed upon. Alright, the effect wore off. The effect wore off. Time's gonna run out in about a second or two. I'll just let it play out. Nom, 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 nom. Chew your cucumbers responsibly. Alright. I have done my job. Hina's going. Just a green tea, please. That's me. That's me when I go to the restaurant and I look at the drink menu and I just ask for a water. That's definitely me. Always has been, probably always will. Look, man, water is just fine. Ice water is perfect accompaniment, especially since it doesn't cost money and the burger I'm about to eat does. It's called being fiscally responsible. As much as you can when you go to eat out, of course. Hooray! I made the money back I spent. Expired cuisine. Why did they make so... no, it's because I bought them. Right. Alright, well, Satori didn't show up, which is a bit of an annoyance, which means now I have to walk back there and do it again. Chief Mate's co-consignment. Okay. Call a merchant. No. Multi-perk. Just buy everything. Thank you. Multi-commission. Riguru. Chiono. Rin. Yep. Okay. Why the fuck would they charge me for water? What? Take me home. Give me those grapes. Give me that shit. 20 grapes. Well, I don't drink, like, alcohol. I don't order alcohol, but I mean, like, soft drinks and stuff like that. You know, I don't really... Oh. I don't know. I just prefer to drink water at restaurants. That's all. Ba-boom. Why would I order bottled water at a restaurant? What? 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 I like fountain soda. I actually like fountain soda. Well, I guess fountain pop because I'm Canadian. But just, I'd rather just order ice water. Like, just water with ice in a tall glass is fine with me. Does its job. Some countries only give a bottle? What the fuck? What kind of third world are you living in? How is it so hard to just walk over to the tap? Just put some ice in it. We're good. Yam, talk to me. Miss Yuame, Yashimame. What's the hurry? I was just looking for you. Catch your breath first. You were looking for me? Then you go first. Alright, I thought you just needed to sign up to participate in the bizarre cooking competition. But I just found out you actually need a letter of recommendation. I'm to blame. I thought there were just some promotional flyers, so when they distributed them, I didn't take notice. Turns out they were actually letters of recommendation. That letter, I already threw it away. What? Why? But those letters seem to be numbered. I explained the situation to the organizers. It wasn't easy, but the organizers agreed to print a new one in the end. Great, you really saved my skin. You wouldn't have needed saving if I weren't so clueless. Clueless. Here, keep it somewhere safe. Don't lose it like I did. Thank you. I'll make sure I don't lose it. Alright, weren't you in a hurry just now? What happened? Oh, right, I almost forgot. On the way here, I heard humans talking about a new vaccine from Aente. Turns out they developed a miracle vaccine that works against all types of influenza. Oh, that added up to her old shenanigans. That's all. If I remember correctly, aren't the symptoms of your disease similar to influenza? It doesn't matter, though. After all, you won't just randomly let humans fall ill. Maybe the vaccine will be able to reduce the fear and hatred humans have towards Tsuchigumo. That stuff really doesn't concern me. How would it not concern you? If you can go to the surface whenever you feel like it, you'll be able to choose your hobbies more freely, construction or otherwise. Staying in the underworld is also my choice. Perhaps you've misunderstood something. I avoid the surface not out of kindness, but simply because that's what I choose to do. The things I choose is what I think suits me the best. Is that so? In truth, if I wanted to, I could go to the surface whenever I want. I occasionally go to the middle of the night because daytime is boring. Nighttime is so much more interesting. I see. So I was just looking in too much into it. I appreciate you worrying about me. I know the fact that I'm misunderstood by the surface has been weighing heavily on your mind. But that really doesn't bother me at all. Actually, that's not the only reason. Is there another reason you're bothered by me not being able to go to the surface? Well, it's actually someone a bit more personal. In the future, I'll be having a big concert on the surface. I put my heart and soul into it. It's something I've been working towards for a long time. I really want to invite you to my concert to witness my dreams come true. That's awesome. I'll be there. Really? Really, Mystia herself invited me after all. Phew, that's wonderful. I hope my concert can let you experience the surface's charms. Ha, I'll look forward to it. Although the underworld has its charms as well. Have you experienced them? Yep, the underworld and the surface are like two different worlds. I'm very interested in it. The underworld even has a lot of ingredients the surface doesn't. If only I had more time, I'd be able to empty the entire underworld. Ha. How greedy. But Although I can't let you empty the underworld, I can still give my good friend a hand. What does that mean? Since you don't have enough time, how about I help you gather ingredients in the underworld? Consider it a thanks for inviting me to your concert. Really? Wouldn't that be too hard for you? No one knows the underworld's resources better than a Tsuchigumo. Leave it to me. Thank you, Miss Yamame. You're definitely an angel. I'm not an angel. I'm a Tsuchigumo. Tsuchigumo are the best. Whoa, jeez. Trending. Dislike salty and hot. Okay. Gather. Miss Yamame, could I trouble you to gather today's ingredients? Sure you can. Shall I empty the underworld then? No, you don't have to go that far. Ha, just kidding. Anyway, I'll do my best to help you gather ingredients. Thank you so much. Alright. The friendly guide I met at the dark blowhole. She knows people despise her, so she almost never goes to the village, but she clearly is so adorable. I hope everyone on the surface can get to know her as well. So Miss Yamame is actually something of an idol in the underworld. I wouldn't expect anything less from her. Although compared to her adorable personality, her hobbies are a bit out of the ordinary. Although she's always been misunderstood to the point that she becomes despised, it doesn't bother Miss Yamame at all. I can sense that she genuinely cares a lot about the underworld. To be able to say such mind is really astounding. Index equals 4. Yeah. It does, doesn't it? Okay. Alright, it's fine. It happens, Chad. It happens. Index 4. That's just how it be sometimes. Ding, ding, ding. Here I am, right in the pantry. You're gonna miss the pantry raid. Where do you adopt all your pets? Yep, okay, so I've got all that. Invite. Come to dinner, please. I will consider it. Satori? Think our friendship is hanging by a thread here, don't you think? Mystia, I'm here to hand in my assignment. I didn't empty the underworld, but I did gather a lot of ingredients. Take a look. Well, you really did gather quite a lot. Many thanks. Open it back up. Somebody get the bug report. Get the bug report in. Where's the damn thing? Okay, that's not what I wanted to put on there. I don't like that. All right. Yes. No. Not the dumplings. Get rid of the other one. Put that back on the menu, of course. That on the menu. Yeah, sure. Why not? Get a little instant death on there. Like this image to die instantly. Classic. Yeah. Okay. Alright. And pot, I guess. Not that it matters. There we go. Do a flip. And now we wait. Look at that. Hadn't even opened the doors yet, and somebody threw 16 yen at me. That's how good this establishment is. They just left. They just hit me with a drive-by. But, you know, they shot me with money like Komachi does. Thank you, Okiku, for the resub. Where's Komachi in this game? She'd be loaded. Absolutely loaded. Money, money, money. Wait a minute. Where does Totetsu get her money? Now I think about it, her budget is insane. Where did all that money come from? Where did it come from? Why does she have a budget of 99999? Oh, wrong button. Alright. She didn't sell the petroleum. She ate it. She drank it. She did not sell it. She drank it. What are you talking about? Maybe she just gets it from her cohorts. Fish. There you go. Jun and Shion wanted to get the petroleum to sell it. And yeah, like Totetsu just took a giant spoon and started eating it, which, well, honestly, when you think about it, that's really fucking gross. But, you know, it's okay. I guess it's delicious. No alcohol. She's not exactly human, so I'm sure she could drink it. Alright. Comically large spoon. I'm sure somebody had fun with that, Do you think there's enough, petroleum on her breath that she can breathe fire? I wonder. Could Yuma breathe fire if she really wanted to? But I guess the petroleum wasn't actually petroleum, it was blood, right? Yomu likes strength boosting. That's great. Soda. Finest cuisine is made in a dream. Okay. Suika can breathe fire, yeah. She takes a swig of a sake and then expels it. But sake isn't the same as petroleum. But it's just the petroleum isn't really petroleum, it's blood. It's blood. Mid-alcohol meat. Okay. Free stuff. Crab! Dream soda. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Alright. There she go. High alcohol beverage. Alright. A dish that goes well with sake. Oh, I got something for you. Oh, I got something for you, alright. Catch one of these. The big boat. Alright. You know, that was a game idea that I had before. So, one of Totetsu's abilities. I need to make her a pudding. What's it? Lemon grate lemon. In the steamer? Honey? Sure. Okay. Totetsu's ability is that she can consume anything, and then when she does consume things, she gains, like, her personality basically changes based on what she eats. So if she, like, you know, you stick a lollipop in her mouth and she'll become sweet as honey. Kind of like that, I guess. But I was thinking, like, you know, it's a detective game where she eats a hard-boiled egg and becomes a hard-boiled detective. But, like, I thought that was the original pitch, and I thought about it, and I was like, what if there was just a game where you play as Yuma trying to solve a mystery? So you have to eat different kinds of food to activate different types of personalities to think about things differently. Like, when you eat a hard-boiled egg, her vision just goes full-on noir. Full-on noir, and she starts talking like it's the, you know, it's like the early 80s in the streets. Beta tuts. The finest cuisine is akin to waking in a dream. Well, the whole topic came up because I thought the idea of her eating a hard-boiled egg would turn her into a hard-boiled detective, and that's what I rolled with. I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny. But there could be more than just that, right? You have to do different things. In order to do different things, you have to eat different food to be more agreeable to a certain thing. The reason Totetsu was so greedy and nasty in 17.5 is because the petroleum, aka the blood of the Blood River was comprised of, you know, just hatred and malice and avarice of all the different people that made it up. So as Totetsu consumed it, her personality began to warp to match the food she's eating. Which kind of makes you wonder, what does Yuma usually like? If her personality shifts based on the food she eats, what is she like when she's hungry? You know? Does it wear off after a while? Does she have a neutral state? Is she cathartic unless she eats? Like, how exactly does that work for her? No, if you give Totetsu cheese, if you give her cheese, she starts spouting really lame one-liners and puns. You have to take, like, when you give her food, you have to take a very stupid interpretation of the food with it. That's how you gotta do it. That's why a hard-boiled egg turns her into a hard-boiled detective. Eating a piece of cheese turns her into a cheesy, cheesy. Bad jokes, bad flirting, stuff like that. Make her a cheesy individual. Oh. Breaking, Hodai Pharmacy develops new miracle vaccine. The Hodai Pharmacy, which is highly regarded in the human village, has launched a new vaccine said to be able to prevent all kinds of illness, even caused by Tsuchigumo. Our newspaper remains skeptical of such absurd claims. We'll continue to closely follow any developments. So, I think what was supposed to happen, chat, was I was supposed to max out the bond rank. And then I'd get this, and then I go to Yam and get level 5. But because I maxed it out by talking to her, the sequence of events didn't line up properly. So as a result, Mystia heard about this somehow before it was put in the news, and ran to tell Yam about it. All right. Ooh, so close. So close, so close. Okay. Wriggle, Chirno, Rin. Yeah, there she was. I didn't see her. Okay. Yep. One more day should do it. Honestly, I could probably just talk to her, go to sleep, and then talk to her again. That might be the play. Let me see. So it's at half right now. Yeah, that's the play. I'm going to bed. I'm just going to bed. Plop. It's a lazy day for old Mystia. Looks like the gathering points didn't activate though. Alright. Well, that's fine. I don't really need that. Because now what I'm gonna do is I can just go right to Satori, talk to her, get the letters, and start the whole shindig. Miss Satori, I heard you wanted to see me. You've always wanted to participate in the bizarre cooking competition, correct? You've been managing my diet for so long, yet I was too busy with work. I never had the energy to care for you. Don't put it like that. Miss Satori is considerate enough towards everyone. Is that so? Then I suppose this invitation is not important to you. No, it's important. I swear. Are you willing to recommend me to the competition? Of course. If even you do not qualify, no one else would. Thank you. I definitely won't disappoint you. And do your best. My workload is also slowly stabilizing. I have sufficient time to manage my health now. You needn't be concerned about me anymore. Go focus on your culinary craft. That's great. No wonder Kyoko said she saw you at the temple a bunch of times. Speaking of which, were you paying a visit with Ms. Koichi? Well, what is it? Was she not there? Her whereabouts shift like the winds. Although I said I would pay her a visit, in truth I never believed that she would stay indefinitely. Moreover, she always comes back when she feels like it. I merely wanted to see the place that took in Koichi with my own eyes. You look really uneasy. Did Myonin Temple leave a bad impression? Though I didn't see Koichi, I did see the head priestess. She told me some things I have never thought about. The head priestess is a very sensible person. You look really shaken by her words. What'd she tell you? She said the one who sealed her heart wasn't Koichi, but me. Eh? Why? Because I refused to face the humans that despise me, so I confined myself to the palace. Because of that, my heart is sealed. Yet Koichi overcame that and traveled to the outside world. But even though Miss Koichi left the palace, she didn't have anything on her mind. Usually one would not be able to move if they don't think of anything, yet she managed to maintain this state. She visits places, talks to people, explores the world freely. This is not someone whose heart is sealed. That is what she said. She said there was a saying in Buddhism that in emptiness there exists no form, no perception, no sensation, no formation, no consciousness. The definition of emptiness does not include form, but it also excludes sensation, perception, formation, and consciousness. In other words, even the 5 aggregates do not exist. I don't get it. In other words, Koichi being a Satori unable to read minds does not mean she sealed her heart away. Instead, she abandoned it to pursue a state of emptiness. I don't know what emptiness is, but I heard about it from Kyoko. Sounds like an amazing state of mind. Like even the head priestess can only enter it on occasion. Correct. That is why the temple treats Koichi so well. So they say the one who sealed her heart isn't Miss Koichi, but you? What do you think? I'd always thought Koichi sealed her heart, so I needed to spare no effort in taking care of her. But if I was the one who stubbornly refused to change, then the thought would almost be laughable. I don't think so. You're a yokai who knows to value others and tries to understand those around her. I think that's a really great mindset. Whether it's Miss Koichi or the pets, I'm sure they're all proud of you. Those are 2 different things. I take pride in my ability, and towards Koichi, who abandoned this ability, a part of me feels like I am responsible. I believe myself to be more resilient than her. But if it is my heart that is fragile, then what right do I have to call myself Koichi's guardian? They're one and the same. Of course you have the right, because they all love and admire you. I don't think you're fragile at all. No one else would be able to work day and night like you do. And not only do you manage to keep fighting, you even take care of your pets and runaway little sister. You're strong. No, you're invincible. Was it not you who said the head priestess is a sensible person? Well, the head priestess is an extraordinary yokai, but it's not like everything she says is correct. For a night sparrow who inflicts blindness on humans, you have a pretty clear view of the world. You are correct. We will never know who truly sealed their heart unless we find out ourselves. What do you plan to do? Since she says I'm sealing my heart by hiding in the palace of the earth spirits, I should go out occasionally. Just like Koichi, wandering the world with nothing in mind, just like the wind. Perhaps I would even be able to understand why Koichi gave up her ability. You're also going to close your third eye? Of course not. Mind reading is the best ability to ever exist. I absolutely refuse to let go of it. Ha, you're still the same, Miss Satori. If you do go to the surface, you're welcome to join my concert. Your concert? You haven't even made preparations? To be inviting guests so early, you are certainly confident. You saw right through me. I haven't prepared anything right now, but I'll start preparations eventually. I just said you had a clear view of the world, and now you show me a blind confidence. Although seeing your momentum, even I feel psyched up. Oh well. Then I shall give you my blessing earlier as well. Since you wish to hold the best concert in all of Gensokyo, I shall lend you the best ability in all of Gensokyo. Mind reading. Eh? You can lend it to others? I stored a small portion of my power into this third eye. Should there come a day where Koichi regrets her decision, I will give it to her. I can't accept it if it's something meant for Miss Koichi. That was just wishful thinking. In truth, I have always known that there will never come a day when Koichi regrets her decision. If we leave things unused, will we not be letting down this wonderful ability? Although it's just a small portion, it should be enough to assist a proprietress. Think of it as me helping you achieve your dreams. Really? Thanks. I'll definitely prepare for the concert as soon as possible. It's rather nice to look so motivated. I must gather my energy as well and get back to work. Third eye. Look at that charming thing. More information about Satori is recorded. I hit all of her things. A mind-reading yokai called the Satori. Her name is also Satori. Maybe she takes a lot of pride in her race and her ability. She works day in and day out, and we haven't really talked all that much. Miss Satori is the most hardworking mistress I've seen. Although she has pets to assist her with miscellaneous tasks, she seems to be the only one capable of administrative work. She seems to have given up many hobbies for her work, only refusing to give up mind reading. It's not good to overwork yourself, you know. I can see why the pets admire Miss Satori so much. She's always thinking about her sister and pets despite being burned with so much work. The warmth under her icy cold exterior, I had to fucking breathe, so I couldn't read the rest of it. Damn it. Let's try that again. It's not good to overwork yourself, you know. I can see why the pets admire Miss Satori so much. She's always thinking about her sister and pets despite being burned by so much work. That warmth under her ice-cold exterior truly is something you won't forget. Christ. Alright. Items. Third eye. A copy of Satori's mind-reading eye used as decorate to your store will allow you to see every customer's budget. Oh, that's pretty good. 06040807 03101010 02220015 10260009. Alright, I have all the letters of recommendation. It's time. Orin, I finally managed to collect 6 letters of recommendation for the competition. Is there still time for me to enter? Oh, let's see. Not bad. That's indeed 6 letters. You made it at the last second. Thank goodness you didn't forget about them. And here I was thinking that your bird brain had forgotten and you had to go look for you on the surface. Of course not. It's the reason why I came to the Underworld in the first place. Ha, even bird brains have things they can't forget. Although we've confirmed your entry. Now, the competition is about to start soon. Come and see me when you're ready. You know what, chat? I'm actually going to go back to the bed and save just in case something bad happens. So, Mystia is going to go potato mode for one more day. And I guess while I'm here, I can turn this on as well. That's kind of nasty. Just to hang up. Da-dun. I sleep. Alright. Just making the save, and then we can start the real deal. Here we go. Popularity is a gust of wind. Alright. Time to go. Here we go. What? 6. What are you saying, Mystia? What did you just say? Uh-oh, I don't think I was supposed to see that. That's a lot of people. Are they discussing something? Tori-sama barely had time to rest, yet you're enjoying cherry blossoms on the roof. Why is Komachi here? I was wondering why I haven't seen you for a while, so you've been slacking off here. No, you misunderstand. I am not! I've asked the other pets, you've just been aimlessly wandering around. I saw the letter 6, so it's probably has something to do with the letters. You were sent by the Yama to work with us, not go on vacation. You really misunderstood. I work at my own pace. Those who don't know me think I'm slacking off, but actually, I am aware whether or not it is a misunderstanding. I heard everything in your heart. I finally don't have to ferry souls of the dead. No way I'm letting this chance go to waste. That is what you were thinking, correct? Ah, I've never seen a Shinigami like you in my entire life. Do your job properly. Stop trying to cut corners. Understood. I'll start working right now. Hold it. I'll just slip away for now. Your laziness is inexcusable. If I turn a blind eye, it would be unfair to the hardworking pets. Tori-sama, I say she's already beyond redemption. We should report her to the Yama and have her handle it. Wait, don't. It'd be really annoying if my boss got angry. I swear for now, I can properly do my job. You should know lying is useless before Satori-sama's ability. Tori-sama, does she really mean to turn over a new leaf? I can read her heart. She does indeed fear the Yama's power very much. She has put around a third of her heart into the previous sentence. Only a third? Don't back me into a corner here. Even a Shinigami needs the rest sometimes. Why are you blaming us now? You haven't even done anything. I'm not sure what's happening, but it doesn't seem like you'll be done anytime soon. I think I'll just take my leave for now. Mystia, please come here for a moment. Sorry, did I come at a bad time? No, you came at just the right moment. That's the owner of the Izakaya, right? Everyone's talking about your shop. I wanted to eat there as well, but unfortunately, I never stay up past bedtime. It'd be nice if you were open during the day. You sure do take care of your health, Shinigami. Yeah, well, when you're in this line of work, you know better than anyone else just how precious life is. And you should stop wasting yours and start doing something meaningful. Yeah, so this is, every area has a new employee you get at the end of it. But I guess giving Orin the letters is what triggered the clear. So that also means if I go to former hell, I'll also get an employee there as well. Which means I'm gonna have to go back to my bed and save again. God damn it. It's called living life to the fullest. Enough. In truth, you are not needed anymore. What'd I say? You guys are perfectly capable without working without me. How could someone be so shameless? However, we cannot just allow you to leave. The Yama had already foreseen this when she sent you here. My subordinate lacks desires, so she doesn't have the motivation to work. I wish to use this co-working opportunity to give her some training. Why does that sound like a certain shrine maiden? In any case, should your attitude show no improvement, I will not allow you to return. I have to stay here forever? Real talk, even if I'm like this, the Yama will have a hard time getting things done if I'm not around. That is not a lie. You are indeed worried for your superior. Since that is the case, all the more reason to improve your attitude. Alright, I'll do my job properly. Didn't you say I'm not needed anymore, though? Indeed, I don't have any more tasks to give you. Therefore, you are now a helper for Mystia. In front of so many customers, you wouldn't be able to slack off even if you wanted to. That means I'll have to stay up late. Why is the Shinigami afraid of staying up late? If you refuse, I'll tell the Yama. Okay, I'll do it. I know you are unwilling, however. For quite some time now, you have been doing business inside my palace. We have given you no small amount of benefits. Am I wrong? I've been paying it mind. You're saying, if you wish to continue doing business here, then please accommodate her. I still have many things to do. I do not have time to worry about this. Understood. Just leave her to me. Hey, don't look so down. I look forward to working with you, Miss Sparrow. I look forward to working with you, too. Mystia, please be a bit more strict towards her. I'll try my best. Alright, I wasn't expecting Komachi to be the character. Alright. When my boss gets angry, she'll lecture you for hours on end. Nobody's able to bear it. Okay, so she's like one of those characters. Partner. Komachi. A Shinigami in charge of the ferry and the dead spirits at the Sanza River. She seems to specialize in transporting the souls of Gensokyo's humans. Due to her laid-back attitude when it comes to work, she was sent by the Yama to former hell as training. And somehow ended up in the Night Sparrow Izakaya. While she's lazy by nature, she has a very easygoing personality and loves to chat. Someone that's very easy to get along with, if only she could treat her work more seriously. 0% of the revenue, speed slow. Will sleep during work, but guests are immediately brought to their tables. I don't know what that means, but okay. Alright, Komachi is now an employee at the Mystia's. I was just talking about her, too. About how she would be throwing money at me. So now there should be another employee here. Yeah, this is a cutscene. Oh. Ouch! Kisume, are you okay? Oh, Mystia, are you guys alright? Ow. I'm fine. No, I blew it again. This girl is a Surabe Otoshi, right? Kind of yokai that drops down on the passing humans at night. I haven't seen one in a while. Whoa. Yeah, she's a Surabe Otoshi. She needs to work on her technique. That bump probably hurt her more than it hurt me. Why are you hiding? I promised not to make fun of you. Come on, it was just a harmless prank. You're already hiding in a bucket. No need to be so embarrassed that you need to hide behind another person. You're a Surabe Otoshi, you know. Ah. Kasume is a huge introvert. She's never spoken a line in her life. Yes. It's my first time seeing a Surabe Otoshi this shy. It's why she never gets the timing right. She almost never interacts with other living beings. So whenever she drops down, her head usually gains a new injury. Ha! Really? That's hilarious. I'm really worried about her. Life has always been hard for us despised yokai. Without a skill to depend on, her existence will wane even further. If that continues, she might even disappear. Is that serious? I'm sorry, I didn't know. No, maybe running into you was a stroke of luck. Huh? If we could have her train at your Izakaya. How would my Izakaya be able to train a Surabe Otoshi? I mean, it's not like I don't welcome you. It's just that when you say train, doesn't that mean dropping down at unsuspecting people? I won't have any customers left. Well, that's true, but it's not like she'd scare away your customers whenever she feels like it. What kind of training would it be if she doesn't scare the customers? There are times when undesired guests enter your Izakaya, right? As the owner, kicking out customers wouldn't be good for your image, even if it's someone you hate. That has not stopped me. Why not delegate that kind of dirty work to us despised yokai? You mean, under normal circumstances, she'll help you in the back of the kitchen, and whenever something you'd rather not do personally crops up, just leave it to her. She just so happens to need fear as well. Isn't this a win-win situation? Is this really appropriate, though? Just think of it as lending her a hand. Well. Alright, in today's world, we lesser yokai have to stick together. Come to my Izakaya from now on. That's great. You have somewhere to go, Kisume. Yes? Huh? Sorry, I didn't catch that. Did you say something? Thank you. Whoosh. This is already huge progress. Seems like we made the right decision. Please be patient with her when you have to use her for something. You act like she's your own child. Understood? I'll take good care of her. Thanks. I think that says 5% of the daily revenue goes to partner, medium. Kicking out normal guests will not interrupt combo or cause customer complaints, but they still won't pay you anything. A classic yokai who dropped down and bumped into my head while I was walking at night. An introvert, she loves hiding in narrow spaces, so she's always in her bucket. I guess it makes her feel safer. She doesn't like to talk, but she's definitely doing her best. Oh, that reminds me, I didn't look at the spell cards. I didn't look at the spell cards for the new ones. No information on... I'm not going to get those two, most likely, ever. And Remy doesn't show up, actually. Okay, where... Yuma, I don't have hers either. Small thread, Kandada's rope. That's one of the... That's the double spoiler one, I think. You're tangled in Yamame's web. Movement speed decreased by 80%. Lasts for 30 seconds. Okay. Malice sign, shrine visit in the dead of night. That's also one of the double spoiler ones. I think. That's either one of the double spoiler ones or her final. I can't remember the name of her spell cards at all. Upon the spell card's declaration, your partner becomes extremely jealous of the profits not being shared with them, causing their salaries for the day to be doubled. Okay. Big 4 Archaeum knockout in 3 steps. That's Yugi's final. Yugi creates 3 zones, limiting your movement. Lasts to 60 seconds. First step, safe zone. Second step, cinder shackles. Movement spread decreases by 50% when you're in the zone. Third step, spirits and anomalies. Entering the zone will immediately stun you for 30 seconds. Recollection, unhappy memory. Activates a random punishment spell card from a rare customer that's already been unlocked. Yep. Rin, rekindling of dead ashes. When Orin leaves, a vengeful spirit will be left at her table, which will continue to place orders based on Orin's preferences. Vengeful spirits cannot be kicked out, nor will they pay. They will only disappear once satisfied like a normal guest. Oh. And Utso. Hell's light, diffuse hellfire. A nuclear explosion will occur the next time you fail to sing a perfect Sparrow tune. Disabling the kitchenware for the night. The explosion will also cause a portion of queuing customers to run for their lives. Yeah, I fucking wonder why. Jesus, man, alright. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to go save again. But before I do that... Hot Springs. Kisume. Okay. Yep, 30 minutes. Put the bucket in. If it's just by myself, I can do it. Wow, it's really just me. Awesome. Still in the bucket. Little bucket, row, row, row. Today, I'm captain of the ship. My ship makes me captain. You take the shore party, I'll stay with my ship. Full speed ahead. Let's go again. Thanks, I'll work twice as hard to repay you. Alright. And Komachi. Okay. To think working with the boss would net me such benefits. Don't mind if I do. Yep. Not unsurprising. Look how much accessories are needed to cover all that. It's so comfortable. This place must be the Underworld's crown jewel. Speaking of which, didn't the surface also open a hot spring? A few hot springs as well, thanks to the geyser. Maybe I'll sneak out and try them out sometime. If Lady Aki caught me, I'd be lectured for a long time, right? Been a while since Lady Aki lectured me. I actually kind of missed them. What does Zori-sama say? Gotta work hard at the Night Sparrow shop to get rid of my lazy habits. What a bother. Well, no other choice, I guess. After all, if I'm gone too long, Lady Aki wouldn't have anyone left to lecture. I mean, someone's gotta put their head on the chopping block, right? How noble of me. Ha! Well, I'm getting sleepy. Rare moments like these should be spent with a clear mind on Cloud 9. That was too close to think I'd fall asleep in the hot springs. Even death itself was almost scared to death. Thanks to that, I don't feel sleepy at all now. I like how it didn't say it would improve her work ethic. Everyone else is like, I'll work twice as hard. Komachi's just like, damn, alright. That's scary. Alright, so here's the plan, chat. Now we go back to bed. We take a nap. Feels like something might happen tonight. Let's open the Izakaya instead. What? But I haven't even talked to... What? What? Alright. Sure. Guess we're opening the Izakaya tonight. Multiple commission. Commission all. This will take 4 hours and 30 minutes. Yes, I will do that. Buy literally everything. Yes. Commission everyone. It shouldn't. No, because I haven't talked to her. I have to talk to Rin to enter it. So. I don't know. Ding, ding. Ding, 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 ding. Well, I have no choice but to open it somewhere. But it does not specify in a location. Well, I'll open it. But let's make my friends first. Waitress. Okay. Komachi. She is going to be the, she's gonna be the cook. Yeah. This is so fucking obnoxious, this menu. I swear to God. Okay. And Kasume. On drink server. Works for me. Alright. Can do, champ. Can do. How strange. Yeah, I'll probably just close it right away. If I end the day, it'll immediately play the event. So let's just do that, I guess. Okay. I want to bonk someone, yeah. Oh, shit. Did you see that? Komachi just, like... They didn't even have to line up. Komachi literally just fucking, like, grabbed them. And... did that just say the hand? Oh, my God. It did, didn't it? Let me see that again. Come sit down. I want to see that again. It said the hand. There. Yep. It did. Zahando. Got that Marth grab range. So she just doesn't move. 686. Alright, I want to kick someone out. I want to kick the next person who sits down out. Get bonked. Where you at? Get bonked. Nice. Alright. Wrap it up. Job's done. Well, that was weird. Okay. Well, there was no actual event. But I guess I got a one big last, like, giant refill, so that's cool. I came to the wrong spot. I wanted to do this first. I wanted to go in the hot springs with everybody. And see if that has a special CG or if it's just going to go through every single one of them. Everyone. What spirit? I really can't underestimate you. Just to be clear, you didn't forget about the cost, right? It'll be 3,000 in total for 30 minutes. Yeah. Alright, head in. Don't pass out while bathing. Oh god, it's just everyone. Yep. It's just everyone. Wow. There you go. Ding, 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 ding. Amazing. I thought there would be like a grand CG or something, but no, it's just all of them. It increases Mystia's performance though, so I'm fine with that. Now we enter. Being a cat may be more comfortable. Look at these options. Oren, I'm ready to go. Please take me to the bizarre cooking competition. I can't wait. Competition isn't for the faint of heart. Are you sure you're ready? Yes. Well, this is a new looking Izakaya. This, see, look at this. This right here, this layout right here is exactly like what the Izakaya level 3 should be. It's the same thing for Hakugokuro as well. Like, you can tell the location, but it's still an indoor building, and it looks so nice. It's thematic, and it looks beautiful. But the level 3 Izakaya is just building. And it's unfortunate that it's just building no matter where you do it. Actually, I have to pee before I start, chat. I'll be right back. Alright. Here we go. Now that we've enjoyed the culinary crafts of many chefs, the dust has finally settled on our last contestant to enter the finals. I proudly present the last contestant to enter the finals, running an ordinary Izakaya at Yokai Trail, whatever it takes to pinch every penny possible. The black-hearted Yokai proprietress, Mystia Lorelei. Wow, a new face. Good job, black-hearted proprietress. She's clearly from the surface, yet her Izakaya is as ruthless as any shop in the underworld. I'm wearing my PJs. I'm ruthless. Black-hearted, huh? How did I leave that sort of impression on my customers? We'll be watching you dominate former hell with your iron fist. The residents of the underworld are rather wild. That's right, wild and savage, conquest and bloodshed. That's the way of former hell. And here from a culinary throne on the surface, we have a woman born to dominate. Will she be able to remain undefeated in the unbridled and bizarre land above the blazing fires of hell? Is there anyone who can face her head on? Is this hell where the strong eat the weak? Everyone standing here, we're born to dominate. I'm looking forward to a great performance from y'all. Oren is really used to this kind of situation. I'll need to channel my inner savage energy too. Remember, I'm not the Izakaya owner who greets customers with a smile. I'm the yokai of darkness that strikes fear in the hearts of humans. Ooh, I can feel the tension in the air. And now, please welcome the most bizarre yokai judge of former hell. Please cheer for Miss Komeiji Koishi. Komeiji? She's finally here. The ultimate bizarre yokai is here. Miss Koishi, I love you! Hello, everyone. I'm the bizarre yokai no one doesn't like and no one doesn't love. Koishi. Who will it be today? Who wants to volunteer as decoration for the entrance of the Palace of the Earth Spirits? Will it be you, or one of our contestants today? Me, pick me! Miss Koishi, look at me! It's that yokai I thought I saw before. I can feel everyone's enthusiasm. That's right, former hell's very own bizarre idol, Miss Komeiji Koishi. Unperceivable actions, unperceivable emotions, unperceivable words and expressions. Even the thoughts are impossible to perceive. In the face of this free-spirited yokai, which of our contestants will be the one to claim victory? That's for me to decide. Right? She winked at me. Is that supposed to mean something? Today I'm the judge for the bizarre cooking competition and a contestant at the same time. But not just any weak little chicken is allowed to cook for me. To stand in my presence, something like a trial of by fire isn't a problem, right? That's right. Only by passing many tests will you be able to stand face to face with Miss Koishi. So let's get to the rules. In the finals, the contestants are tasked with demonstrating their individual cooking ability. To that end, each finalist will be tackling a challenge in their very own kitchen. The challenge is split into 3 themes. Once the theme is complete, Then the next one starts immediately, an Iron Man Chef Marathon. Trash that can't even survive a culinary marathon should stay away from my judges table. Yeah, trash should just forfeit. We want to see Ms. Koishi. Everyone in the audience can join in the fun and rate the food and service. The contestant with the highest score at the end will be the winner by the competition. Second place doesn't mean a thing. Only one person will emerge victorious in the competition. Something about success being built upon tens of thousands bleaching bones? Heh. Even if it's by 1 point, the winner's the winner. And the rest are all losers. I love losers. They look really nice as home decorations. As expected, former house cooking competitions are the best. Yeah, I can't wait. The previous chef looks strong, but that black-hearted proprietress is pretty cool too. Is it too late to change that nickname? The first game... The first game that's about to begin in the is the mystery cooking competition. Guests from the streets of former hell and Palace of the Other Spirits can participate, but I'll use a little trick to close their minds, so you won't be able to see their orders. Asking is also pointless. That's right. Can you satisfy your guests without saying anything? Can you score points with them? Only a satisfied rating will net you points. Anything lower just proves you're a mediocre chef. That sounds really difficult. I've also adjusted some of the more special kitchenware. They're useless in this competition. Kitchenware that ignores customer desires to make you order something you clearly don't want. All of them. Useless, prohibited, not allowed. My trump card's been sealed. Although I've already memorized the preferences of every customer. It's just going back to the basics. Okay, no problem. I'll get through this just fine. The goal is 20 satisfied guests. Contestants on your mark. The competition starts now. Right? Get it together. Let's do this. Motherfucker. Will they still only order from my menu? I don't know. I don't really know how this is gonna work at all. Oi, 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 oi. Oi, 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 oi. Lion's head. Where's the lion's head? Get a little bit of weird shit in there. Okay. Drinks, drinks, drinks. The more tags, the better, I guess. Huh. It's vintage. I don't have an Ume shoe there. It's liquor. That's why. That's why I want it. Your special cookware is bullshit. You can't use it, you fuck. Okay. Well. I need my nuclear stuff, that's all. Cutting board, frying pan, pot. Pot, frying pan, cutting board. Okay. Normal guests. Gobbling. Tsuchigumo. Tsuchigumo are spiders lurking in the dark blowhole. They're a bit of a peculiar bunch, but they're very passionate about architecture. They even frequently discuss problems related to architecture among each other. Maybe I can learn something too. A legendary race of yokai said to have existed long before ancient times. It said that they're the strongest race in Gensokyo. But in reality, they've already left a long time ago. I never imagined they'd be living in the Underworld. Most Oni are pretty straightforward, but they're also really fierce, so absolutely never lie in front of them. They're all really pretty. These ladies handle themselves in a gentle and mature way, carrying a lantern decorated with peonies wherever they go. They can supposedly charm passing humans, though every time I ran into one of the cave, they'd help illuminate the path ahead for me. Hell Ravens reside in the lowest level of Hell, while most yokai in former Hell moved there due to their original homes becoming defunct. Hell Ravens have always been living in Hell, making them the earliest residents here. Ubumi. Legend says Ubumi become birds when wearing their feathers and become young girls when they're not. They can read other people's fortune by collecting their fingernails, so most of them work as fortune tellers. They always speak in riddles, probably because they want to maintain their mystique. Fierce and ferocious, stubborn yet candid, due to my natural instincts, I'm a tiny bit afraid of them. Although wild leopards are powerful by nature, there aren't many of them that manage to become yokai. Okay, so the thing is, I have to use these tags to hit satisfaction with the guests, because I can't see their orders. Guest minds are closed, no longer displaying their orders. The Night Sparrow kitchenware score points, making satisfied. Satisfied is that orange or pink? I need 20 satisfied. 3 and 3, okay. So 3 is the leopard. So the leopard, mountain delicacy, meat. Now the question I have is, do they order from the menu? Or do I just give them something that matches that? Meat, mountain delicacy, sea delicacy. What? Or meat, that's why. Meat, mountain delicacy, sea delicacy, raw, greasy. Stick a butter to it. Drink, mid-alcohol, high-alcohol, neat, dry. Mid-alcohol, high-alcohol, neat, dry. Desai hits 2 of the 4, so we'll do with that first. Okay. Okay. What about table 6? Is that good? That's good. Table 6. Table 6 is Hell Raven. Meat, home cooking, mountain delicacy, sea delicacy. Meat, home cooking, sea delicacy. And Hell Ravens like mid-alcohol, heatable, beer, dry, bitter. Beer, bitter. Perfect. Okay, table 1 is an Oni. Meat, premium, legendary, good with alcohol. Meat, good with alcohol. Premium, legendary, perfect. Table 6. Okay. Table 1, high alcohol, mid alcohol, shochu, neat. Shochu is what I didn't have. Okay. Same thing. I'm gonna give the same thing to that Oni down at table 7 as well. Okay. Table 6 is a Hell Raven. What did I just give that previous Hell Raven? It was instant death, right? No, yeah, it was instant death with sea delicacy and so home cooking? Yep. Sea delicacy, home cooking. Okay. And drink, mid-alcohol, heatable, beer. So beer. Okay. Table 8, leopard. Leopard was instant death as well. With raw. Can do raw, throw an egg on it. Okay. Yep. Table 2 is leopard. Leopard, high alcohol, dry, neat, mid alcohol. Not table 2. Table 2, yes, table 2. Okay. Table 1. What, a cat? Is that a fox or a cat? It's a cat. Okay. Meat, cool, sea delicacy, Chinese signature. Meat, cool, signature. Signature, Chinese. Cool. Can I add cool to that? Yep. Sea delicacy, I can add to that as well. And ice cubes, make it cool. Sure. Instant death goes to this table. Table 1, cat. Cat's like iceable beer and bitter. Nailed that. That's another leopard. Table 3, leopard. Instant death. Instant death, instant death, instant death. Sea delicacy. And high alcohol is fine with them, yep. Table 3. That cat wants to eat again. What did I just give that cat? It was lamprey with egg. Lamprey, egg, sea delicacy. And they liked beer. Okay. Hellraven on table 8. Meat, home cooking, mountain delicacy. Yep. Table 8, heatable, beer, dry, bitter. Beer it is. Table 8, get the beer. Table 1, same thing. Lamprey, raw, sea delicacy. And it was beer, right? For cats? Yep. Table 3. Table 3, leopard. Yep. I appreciate this instant death coming in handy, that's for sure. And sake. Okay. Table 6, that's a fox. Meat, signature, Japanese, Chinese. Is that the same thing as the cat? Small portion. Meat, signature, Japanese. Small portion, Japanese. Can add meat to it and it'll be good. Yep. Fox is also like neat beverages, so milk. Yep. Alright. Now we have a new problem. Doubles. That's a rabbit and a cat. How do I hit doubles? How do I hit doubles? Shit. What are they both like? They both, there's no crossover aside from cool. Cool is the only crossover. Ugh. I guess we'll do this. And hope that works. I can't, no alcohol and iceable beer. So let's go with no alcohol and iceable. The moon rocket will do. Okay, table 6 is ordering again. That's the fox. Fox, what did I give the fox? Neat beverage. Neat beverage and meat, signature, Japanese. No, sorry, it was this. Meat, signature, Japanese. Small portion too, right? Yeah, it was this. With, meat. I think. Japanese, signature, meat. Okay, yeah. And this was sea delicacy, cool. And I just gave them something that was iceable. Yep. Same order that I just gave there. Moon rocket lamprey, moon rocket lamprey, sea delicacy raw. No, not raw. Cool. And moon rocket. Table 6 again. Sushi with meat. Milk. Shit. Same thing for them up there. Ice. Okay. And moon rocket again. Perfect. Okay. And those are both Hell Ravens. So, instant death with home cooking. And drink. Heatable beer. Okay. This should be it. This should be it. Still got time. Oh, god damn. Alright. Luckily, I have the habit of taking notes on each customer. I never thought all that information I gathered would come in handy here of all places. I definitely didn't. That took fucking forever. Whoa, the battle is in full swing. Just watching it gets my blood boiling. Although some cooks have already dropped the ball and have been eliminated. Just like that, they've lifted up without mercy and thrown out in one foul swoop. So if I lost, would I also be... Let's get right to our second theme, the bizarre seasoning competition. Seasoning? In this round, we invited the strongest people from the surface. They're eager to eat some top-notch food for free and will cycle through your restaurant in this round. As for you all, in addition to making dishes that meet their standards, we also give you a seasoning requirement every 30 seconds. The required seasoning must be added to their orders, otherwise no points will be added. Awarded. Hey, it's me again. Adding on to that, I'll also use a little bit of my power this time. It slightly amplifies the darkness and the depths of the guest's consciousness, which means if you forget to add ingredients or if the dish fails to satisfy them even a teeny tiny bit, they'll beat you up with a spell card. What? Why? I just love seeing Miss Koishi work. Alright, the goal is to get 10 points. On your mark, get set, go. I have to step it up. What the okay. This doesn't matter. The tongue's ruthless blast. Final evaluation affected by nice press kitchenware, sex and bus addition to perfect evaluation. The original specific tag. Where's the tag? Corresponding the reward. Okay, so what's the tag? It's sweet. It's sweet. It has to be sweet. Legendary Cuisine's cocktail. Is this gonna be made fast enough? Cocktail. One. It's gonna change in a second. So let's see what it is. Savory. Strange and savory. Okay. Cicada shells. Can it be savory? Can't be savory. Savory, raw. Bitter. Okay. Strength boosting. Instant death is strength boosting, right? Yep. Savory. I don't remember what Mailing likes. Stimulating. Peasant would like something with a strong flavor. And I have to add an onion to it to make it savory. It's just the so-called dark matter. Why does she not like it? What? Feels like I'm swallowing needles. Why? What did I do wrong? Well, true man can't move without on a half-empty stomach. Beer. All right. Well, I'll give you a beer. I guess I have to hit enough tags. Yeah. Signature to signature. What the? What? Huh? What's the? Fuck. What is it? Tonkatsu ramen. I remember it being his favorite. Tonkatsu ramen with an onion was his hit everything he liked. There it is. Pork, egg, seaweed boiling pot. Pork, egg, seaweed. With an onion, and I need to make it signature, so I need to put the in it. Yeah. Akyu sake. Cultural. Cultural backgrounds. Let's see what Akyu likes real quick. Japanese, trending, cultural, mild soup, premium, sweet. Mild soup, premium, sweet. Mild soup, premium, sweet. Mild Japanese, mild soup, Japanese. Sweet. Can't be greasy. Okay. Home cooked. Bitter. Signature. Sweet, home cooked. Signature. Hope that works. It didn't. It didn't! Ah! Pork, egg, seaweed. With this thing. Beer. Get out of my face. How's that sound? Double hit. Good. Tay. Fruity. Legendary. She wants a legendary. It's gonna change in a second to wonderful. Fuck. It's not wonderful. What did I used to give her? What did I used to give her? Small portion, dreamy, cool, legendary. Sweet, small portion, cool, legendary, dreamy, trending. Small portion. Legendary, dreamy, cool, and sweet. Legendary, dreamy, sweet, cool, and that hits. Yeah, that's it. That's good. Beer. I'm glad Renosuke staying because he is an easy mark. Fuck, is he an easy mark? Seaweed with an onion, and I need to make wonderful. Okay. Strength boosting. Wonderful. No alcohol. Strength boosting. That's pudding. Double lemon. Grape, lemon, lemon. Honey. Oh, no. No, not this one. Not that pudding. I need the energy pudding because I can put more into that. Or less into that, but more into that at the same time. Grape, grape, lemon. And put wonderful. Grape, grape, lemon, wonderful. Okay. Grape, grape, lemon. Wonderful. No alcohol beverage. Nice. Sake. How many do I need now? 2 more? Mailing. She wants Chinese with wonderful. I can probably make that real quick. Chinese meat, strength boosting, popular, filling. Filling Chinese meat. Filling Chinese meat. Filling Chinese meat. I'm sure I can do that. Chinese. I need to make it filling. What did I have that made things filling? Did I have something? Yeah, more flour, right? Double flour. I remember now. Double flour, I guess beef. And it needs wonderful in it, so. Please be made fast. Heatable beverage. Go, 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 go. No! Wasn't fast enough. Signature again. Panda's Dale. Japanese food. Oh, thank God Marissa's here. I have very much practiced with what she likes. And it's gonna have signature in it because it has it naturally. No, it doesn't, because fuck me, I guess. Let's just put double in there then, I guess. Now it has signature. I only have to do 2 more. Let's just hope Marissa plays nice. Eating too much will hinder my train of thought. That's small portion. This. No, I need signature on there. Oh, this might not be enough. I'll try. Soda. Alright, if this doesn't work, I'll just hit Marissa again. Here you go. Okay, we're good. Jeez Louise. Thank you for the raid, Christian. Oh my God. I managed to survive the second round as well. The next round is the final round. I take my cooking seriously every day. I can definitely do it. Uh-oh, a few more chefs have been kicked out of the competition. They got through the first round by luck, but in the end they weren't up to the task and ran out of steam. However, those who are still standing here are without a doubt the real powerhouses of the cooking world. That's right, former hell is a world where the power can do whatever they want. Allow me to pay my respects. Ha 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 ha. Might makes right, might makes right. Now it's time for the moment we've all been waiting for, the exhilarating final round. In this round, our special judge, our most bizarre yokai of all, Miss Komeiji, all-time Miss Komeiji Koishi will personally be your guest. I'm your next opponent, everyone. And when it comes to games and celebrations, there's one vital ingredient. Riddles, right? Miss Koishi will hide her preferences in her familiar... Alright. Cool. I got it. Destroy them with your cooking and you'll get the information needed to solve the riddle. If you figure out what dish I need from the riddle, then make it for me. Just serve the right dish and you'll be able to break the barrier created by Miss Koishi. Whether you can seize this opportunity is down to your speed. Feed her as much as you can and get as many points as possible. Don't keep me waiting too long. My familiars will pay close attention to the most important items. As their patience decreases, they'll be hidden. Hidden? But I'll return it to you if you satisfy me, don't worry. If your brain feels like mush, remember you can breathe. And you can pause by opening the menu at any time. Drink some water or even take a bath. Take some time to calm down. You can come back at any time without losing any progress. Who's she speaking to? It makes no sense. That's the charm of Bizarre Yokai. The only rule is they have no rules. Get ready because they're going to make you suffer and the audience thrives on your torment. Everyone, are you ready? Let's go, let's go. Miss Koishi's gonna put on a good show for us. I wanted it to rhyme. This is the best part of the Bizarre Cooking Competition. Can I really? Bizarre Cooking Competition's final challenge. Seize victory from the unknown in the Bizarre. Alright, the goal is to defeat the Bizarre Idol Komeiji Koishi. Your time starts now. Okay. Delightfully unknown unconsciousness. I'm stressed. The unconscious seasoning has changed from sweet to... What? The tag used to lift Koishi's closed mind state has changed. What? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What? What? What am I looking at? Oh. Jesus! Duh! Tonkatsu ramen needs a sweet tag. Uh-oh. No, it's a pork bowl. Yep. Needs to be sweet. Can it be sweet? It has to be. If it can, it can't. That's boiled tofu. No, it's cutting board. It's fresh tofu. And sweet. I have to wait. I have to wait for the next tag. I can't make those in time. Salty. Cheese omelet. Cheese omelet. Cheese omelet. Cheese omelet. Cheese omelet. Egg and cheese in the frying pan. It needs to be salty. Egg and cheese in the frying pan. I think it's already salty. Yeah, it is. Okay. This needs to be salty. This is the big meal. Be salty, yeah. That's mushroom stir fry, right? Ah, shit. Not that one. Not that one. This one. Pork and mushroom stir fry. Salty. It needs to be salty. I think I got rock salt. I don't know what that is. It's a golden bowl of something. It's golden ribs. Boiling pot. Nut radish pork. Nut radish pork. And salty. Alright. So, by clearing that, I have been given the tags. So, she wants something with meat, strength boosting, greasy filling, and a drink that's neat. And it can't have mild or hot in it, but it needs salty as well. So, what do I have that's meat, strength boosting, and greasing? Instant death. Meat, strength boosting, greasy, and I need to add salt to it. And neat. So, Koishi gets some milk. Yeah! Oh. Wait, what? Now what? Do I just give her whatever? Uh-oh. I don't know if it's still the preferences she had. Fuck. That. I think I fucked up. Savory to say. Shit, man. That took a whole hour and I got 12%. I definitely did that wrong. Alright. With onion rice ball. Onion trout. It needs savory in it, so another onion. Peach tapioca. Okonomiyaki. That's takoyaki. Flour, seaweed, octopus, frying pan. Savory. Whoosh! Nailed it. Wonderful. Takoyaki again. Wonderful. Giant. No. It's a giant omelet, yeah. Giant omelet. Tamagoyaki. Frying pan, flour, egg. Flour, egg. Wonderful. And that sparkly dish. What is that sparkly dish? Oh boy. Not that one. I think it's Hunter's casserole. It's not golden rib, because it's got sparkles on it. It's not that either. There's this one. It is Hunter's casserole. Potato, pork, pumpkin in the pot. Potato, pork, pumpkin. Pumpkin, potato, pork. Sorry, pork, not beef. Super pork. Yes, of course. Super pork. How could I forget the most important part? No, bad time. Dry. She wants something dry. Okay. So let's remember exactly what I give her, I suppose. And then hit that preference again. Mio. Savory, specialty, salty, good with alcohol. Savory, specialty, salty, good with alcohol. Savory, specialty, salty, good with alcohol. And wonderful. Savory, specialty, Salty. Wonderful. Oh, wrong one. Savory, specialty. And it was dry that she liked, so the Mio. Whoosh. Just keep fucking putting shit in her, I guess. Wait a minute. Do I know anything about her preferences outside of what she's asking for? Nope. All right. The lion's heads are no longer hitting. That's weird. Maybe I just make it something like on the bigger end, I guess. I don't know. Shirayuki works. Look at the way she jitters. She like that. Damn it. Well, now what do I do? It's stuck on her. Oh, it's gone. Okay. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do when her guard goes down to hit, like, things properly. Fire. Ice cream. Flour, flour, egg, egg, fungal. Flour, flour, egg, egg, fungal. It's gonna change. Stimulating. Well, I got the beverage. So basically, I just have to hit the preferences. Sour. Pancakes with sour. That should be pork and trout. Yeah. With a lemon. Sour. I recognize that one, but I don't remember what it was. Recipe... Yeah, vegetable salad. Potato, onion, pumpkin. And sour, huh? Okay. Okay, so quick question, chat. What do I do? Should I just make fucking whatever and just throw it at her in the time frame available or something? I assume that's what I'm supposed to do, because there seems to be preferences that she has, but I can't tell what they are. And I'm halfway through the day, and I've only hit 30%. Make that. 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 Stimulating. Sea delicacy. I have to wait for it to roll over. Spicy. Sea delicacy, Chinese, expensive meat. Sea delicacy, expensive Chinese meat. Sea delicacy, Chinese. Golden rib stew, yes. Boiling pot. You can go nut pork radish. Expensive Chinese meat. Sea delicacy as well. Alright. And spicy. Alright. I'm full. Oh. Shit, that worked. That worked out pretty well. Alright. But now I have to do this again. Do I have enough time? I gotta hit the important ones. That's what I gotta hit. Number 3. Doesn't matter. I need to hit table 8, table 7. Vegetable salad, wonderful. Huh? Table 7 wants this as well. Okay, table 6. Table 8 has ingredients as well. Very do. What is that? It's that. It's the beef bowl. Beef bowl, wonderful. Table 5 has the drink. Egg, egg, flour, flour. Wonderful. Wind Priestess. What else? Table 1 has, what is that? Chat, what is that? I can't tell. Oh, here we go. There it is. I think that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Bamboo pork frying pan. Bamboo pork frying pan, wonderful. Okay, stimulating. Make fucking everything. Get hyper mode again. Yep. Make that. Make that. Make some egg. Egg and dew. So let's see what we got. We got a cool, sour, fruity, strength boosting. And add savory to it. Cool, sour, fruity, strength boosting. Can't be cool. Strength boosting. Cool, sour, fruity, strength boosting. It's gotta be one of the puddings, right? It's one of the puddings. Cool, sour, fruity, strength boosting. Right there. It's the energy pudding. Great grape lemon. Great grape lemon. With savory. Great grape lemon. With an onion for savory. Okay, come on, 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 come on. Nailed it. Whew! Finally, I finally made it. The runny egg saves the day. What kind of battle was that? I had no idea what to do at all. That really made me nervous. But without realizing that, I'd gotten a lot more confident and I feel right at home. Maybe it's instinct for those with yokai blood to be excited when faced with the bizarre. Wait, the other chefs, are there none left? The competition is over! What an upset! I didn't expect this at all. After 3 rounds of brutal challenges, only one person remains standing in their kitchen. I don't have to announce her name, everyone look over here. Woo! The black-hearted proprietress. That's right, the one who dominated the cooking scene on the surface, and as of this moment, the one who dominated former hell, the Izakaya owner, Mystia Lorelei. Yeah, the black-hearted proprietress won. You've proven yourself the strongest chef. Is it really me? I can't believe it. Awesome, you're a weak little birdie, but when you cook, you're tough as nails. Even now, my head is still spinning. The people of former hell never lie. A win's a win, and the strongest is the strongest. You deserve it, proprietress. I'm glad that worked out, because I definitely fucked up the first 2 clears. But I noticed down at the bottom, it wanted to hit 50-something, so yeah, I guess I just had to lob shit at her. It wasn't as bad as I expected. You don't even need to really hit the negative tags, because you can kind of figure out exactly what you need based on trying to hit all of the required tags in the seats and then the one that has to be added. So skipping that definitely helped, because look how much time I had left, chat. I had half of an in-game hour left to do that. So I might have been cutting it real close if I had taken their orders. Damn. Claim your prize, claim your prize. Oh, okay. Oh, and be sure to visit the hot spring after receiving your prize. Everyone's been watching the event, so we prepared a special celebration for the moment. The award's just a formality. The real party starts there. Okay, I got it. I'll be there in a minute. Is everyone finally here? We're here. All her friends from former hell should be us. Yep. I didn't expect the Hashihime to come too. Huh? I can't? Miss Parsley is also a very tender person. I don't care whether I'm a tender person. The livelier it is, the better. I'll have as much wine and meat as I want today. Ha ha ha. With the end of the competition, my workload has slowly returned to its usual amount. So Satori-sama can finally get some rest? I've been waiting for this day for a long time. Chat, whenever I read that line, like all I can think of is fucking Fox's Star KO sound from Melee, where he just goes, That's what I hear when I read that line. It's been ages since Satori-sama helped brush my feathers. I know, and Orin too. So from tomorrow onwards, life will be back to normal in the Palace of the Earth Spirits. Wonderful, nya. Are you all ready? Everyone gather here quickly. Just squeeze yourself into frame around our heroine. Oku, you're taking up too much space. I don't have room to move. What should I do? Just come and stand under my wing? Wouldn't that make you stand out even more? I got it. Is everyone ready? Ready. All right, everyone, say cheese. Cheese. Oh, that's great. That's amazing. I like that Kasume and Yamame decided to go upside down for it. Komachi's there. Yeah, she's there. That's fantastic. Cheese. What a perfect way to finish things. This year's bizarre cooking competition has finally come to an end. Besides those fighting shows, it's interesting to have something more laid back once in a while. That was stressful, man. Laid back, try saying that again after you've been on the stage. Ha, that's right, don't talk if you haven't participated. It's a shame it's already over, so there's no way I could participate. I'm so jealous. If everyone's feedback of the event is good, we'll discuss it with New Hell. Maybe it's possible to turn it into a regular event. Satori-sama, you can think about it later. The food's getting cold. You just want to eat. Alright then, time to dig in. Hey, I had my eyes on that steak. Nice. So now everybody, Komeiji begins to appear. Sorry, Squishy. So that said, basically everybody from the underground can now appear in different spots. Huh? Someone's unaccounted for. Huh? What's going on here? That must be related to 2.5, right? That's probably related to 2.5. Okay. The other DLC. Because that's not done yet. Because it's not a customer. Well, it's not a rare customer, but it's a special customer. So it's probably, I think I know who it is because I did talk to the machine. I talked to the machine before and I saw a silhouette of a character who I'm pretty sure I know who it is. The little sister of the palace is his mistress, a Satori who closed her third eye. Her existence is thin due to her closed heart. Her mysterious figure has allowed her to garner many followers. She also got a bright smile. But no one knows exactly what's on her mind, not even herself. Okay. Well, there you go. Well, now there's only one thing left to do, right? There's only one thing left to do, and that's save the game, go to sleep, save the game, and then do the concert. I sleep. Alright. What a rough day that was. No, I saw them when I touched the... They're all eager chefs who have signed up for the Bizarre Cooking Competition. Today is the day to prove yourselves. Hurry over the former hell, use your skills to shock the strange, dark underworld. I've already done that. I'm good. Those games don't fuck around. Alright, Chen. Regarding the concert. Do you want to host another concert? Yep. Just thinking about standing on stage with so many people looking at me. I'm itching from the bottom of my heart. May I ask for your assistance again? You finally asked it again. Of course, I'll have to put up a stage of good use. It's not cheap putting it up, you know. Thank you again. Okay. There's no information on when that'll be translated, no. And I'm waiting for it to be translated before I look into it myself. I will revisit this game as soon as it does, for sure. But I seem to recall reading something that the event, like, that 2.5 is supposed to lead into mechanics that are important to the third DLC they're making, Which odds are with translation, that'll take a while anyway. But yeah, you know, I want to check it out when I can. I don't know if DLC 1 translate stuff here is translated, but I'll check. So nervous. I'm hoping for this. Got no idea where Kyoko went. Carefree, I guess. Use your subscriptions every day. Have to get ready as well. Deep breaths. There's Kyoko. Just in time. Too much work. I'm ready in a moment. Just tell me when you're ready. Alright. Miss Momiji, why are you dressed up like that? Okay, they're translated. You recognized me? Your ears and tail gave it away. I see. Would it be better to wear a headband? But what should I do about my tail? You don't want to be recognized? I snuck out of the mountain because we white wolf Tengu can't leave at will. If I get caught, I'll lose my vacation this year. I never thought that you'd take such a big risk to come to my concert. I'll definitely repay you. Oh. Mr. Tora, you're here. I've been struggling with something for a while. About what? About whether to use this opportunity to set up a booth and make some money. Please don't even think about it. What's the point of having a booth at a concert? Are you trying to take away the audience's attention? Well, I haven't done it yet. Every time I attend a festival or something, I'm always setting up a booth. I guess I never get to enjoy the event itself, so I'll see what it's like just being a guest this time. Miss Parsi, thank you for coming to my concert. A mere sparrow managed to put out such a lively concert. I'm so jealous. It's going to be get even livelier later. Are you trying to make me angry on purpose? Heh, looks like there's smiles all around, aren't there? I'm not looking. They're smiling so much it hurts my eyes. Don't try to hold it in. Smiles are contagious. Laugh if you're happy. I'm not holding it in. Miss Yuki, who would bring so much wine to a concert? No worries. No matter how big the crowd gets, I won't spill the wine. That's not it at all. Would you like a drink before going on stage? No. This is only sake. I don't want to get drunk on stage during this special occasion. Wouldn't it be funny if you got drunk on stage? Not at all! Having a concert this big must take a lot of work, huh? Yeah, coming this far, I've experienced so much more than you could imagine. I see. Especially large events with a huge crowd like this, just the thought of them gives me a headache. Oh, so you understand. To be able to see the concert as grand as this, it must have been hard for you. But while it certainly wasn't easy, looking back on it all, I realized I also made a lot of happy memories. I guess that's what it means by the compassion of time. Time washes away the pain, leaving only sweet memories behind. Not just memories, it's also precious friends like you. Miss Satora, you look so much better. The busiest period has already passed. The Underworld's matters are gradually decreasing, and my resting time has also increased. That's great! The image of you slaving away every day was really worrying. I appreciate your concern. Thanks to you, my appetite is slowly improving as well. I even got back into hobbies like gardening and cheese fermentation. No wonder you smell of dairy products. Oku was right. It really is an endearing smell. My pets as well. You've been taking care of them all this time. If your concert needs another hand, just say the word. Make sure you cheer loudly for my performance later. I will try. Not her. Her. Wow, Mystia, your concert is way too cool. I'm glad you like it. I want to have one too. Eh? I didn't know singing was a dream we both shared. It's a little sudden, but I support you. Let me know if you need any help. Huh? Do you have to sing at a concert? Obviously, how else would it be a concert? Can't I show off my powers on stage or something? I have tons of moves that'll look great on stage if I have a big crowd. No way, please never go near a stage. Miss Marissa, what are you doing here? I remember that your seat was next to... How am I supposed to enjoy the concert when you put me next to those two? Could barely hear them nagging at me. Eh? I thought those two weren't the nagging type. I don't know how, but the news of the fruit of desire being planted in the forest spread. They know that it was related to me, so they lecture me every time. I think I'll take another 3 months before they cool down. Well, I think you deserve a few lectures. You're not the only one who said that. I don't want to hear any more lectures in the middle of a concert. But they find out that you'll be avoiding them on purpose, they'll be even more mad, right? Don't worry, I've already prepared a stealth magic that matches my black dress. So this is why the CG changes. What are you up to now? Hey, you see? You'll see. So, Marissa's in the base game, but the DLC, first DLC unlocks her as like a proper guest. So, she's part of the, what do you call it? She's part of the CG that pops up during the credits. But because she can't be in two places at once, they had to create a scenario where she could be. And lo and behold, well, you'll see. Now, Koishi's a special guest, so characters like that don't show up. It's only the rare customers that show up here. I really like the design on Nemuno's outfit in this one. It looks more like a big coat in this than it like whatever the fuck she's wearing in actual Touhou. After some thinking, I decided to come, but I didn't expect it to be so many people. It's a concert, after all, so it's better when it's lively. Miss Narumi doesn't go out much, so it must be rare for you to see so many people, right? There's too many. I feel a little nauseous. I was worried that you'd be devastated if no one came to your concert. I just had to get over my laziness and come to support you, but I guess I wasn't needed at all. Don't say that. Even if the concert is full, I would still be sad if Miss Narumi didn't come. Really? Well, I'm here now, so I guess I'll enjoy it. That's great. I'll try my best to give you an amazing experience. There's so many people here today. Yeah, they're way more than I expected. I've never performed for so many people before. Don't be nervous. You'll do fine. It's been such a long time since I've been to a live performance. I'm really excited. Do you frequently attend concerts, Miss Sanai? Idols are really popular in the outside world. It's the first time I've seen one against Sokyo, so I brought all of my cheering items. Look, here's a specialty-made headband and banner with a custom message. I also practiced my glow stick waving, rhythm, and angle for 3 hours in the mirror last night. In short, I'm all ready. I'll definitely give you the best support. Although I don't understand it, I can really feel Miss Sanai's enthusiasm. I'll work twice as hard in response. That's right. This is the bond between idols and fans. Please let me experience the Gensokyo live. So who else is there? It should be Alice and Yam over here, I think. Let's see. Yep, got those three. Got those three. Alright, yep, just Alice and Yam. Miss Alice, your dolls are here too. You're all welcome to come to my concert. Mystia, there's something I'd like to get your permission for. What is it? It's rare to have such a big event, so I'd like to let my friends in Makai experience the concert as well. It would also be a good opportunity to let them know I'm having a good time in Gensokyo. I wonder if that's okay? Of course! Have they arrived? Where are they? They're not coming, but they'll watch. I've equipped the dolls with a video recording function and connected them to Makai with a magic silk thread. Damn! I didn't know you could do that! I'll be able to broadcast the concert footage to Makai in real time. I see. So that means the whole concert will be filmed? It's making me a little nervous. I'll try to give a wonderful concert for your friends in Makai. Be at ease. You've worked hard for so long, so you'll be fine. Miss Yamame, did you have a smooth trip to the surface? There were 0 problems. It's been a while since I've seen the humans of the surface. I never knew they'd changed this much. Not only are they willing to mingle with yokai at a concert, they don't even discriminate against us Tsuchigumo who manipulate illness. Humans nowadays are used to coexisting with yokai. Indeed, thanks to you, I got to experience the beauty of the surface once again. My concert will also be very beautiful. Don't blink or you'll miss it. Sure thing. Alright, I think that's everything. Look at all my friends. All these people I've become friends with. Okay, let's bring it to the coolest performance. Coming right up. Alright, so these credits have CGs that are added. So whenever you complete an area as Bond level 5, you get a new CG to go correspond to the characters that show up into it. And the DLC adds some, because when I played last time I played this, DLC 1 didn't have their text translated, but they had CG. So you'll get to see all this again. The CGs are great. So like the Dai gets the front row seat. With a little cap on her head. That one's so good. That's nice. The vocals finished this time before the CG was done. Alright. Well, there you go, chat. That was, I think that was 3 or 4 streams. I think it was 4. So, you know, it's about the standard length you'd expect. Once again, the fact that I had done everything prior to that area kind of sped up the process insanely. But you can access the DLC areas whenever you kind of want. I personally didn't want to touch them until after the main story because the story tied to DLC 1 is relevant to the ending plot of the game, if you care about that kind of thing. But DLC 2 had no ties to like anything, so that was definitely one you could go and do whatever you want. You could go do that one whenever you want, I suppose. But, you know, balancing DLC for those kinds of things is kind of difficult in general. But it doesn't really matter for a game like this, because this game is something that you can really, you can make this game very easy and stress-free, because you don't really have to, if you actually, like, play the game. Oh, there's all the rare guests. Well, not the rare guests, but the helpers and extras. Seems to be no additional image for the new ones, though. Yuko found a strange fruit, put it in her mouth, and almost destroyed the entire world. Alright. 3 fairies, hopping, flapping, great journey. On was behind them, yeah. On's On's the character you get as an employee from the Hakude Shrine. She's base game. Special thanks, you! Me? Yeah, the assistants and special characters were there. Just not the DLC ones. Marissa was there, even though she's kind of a weird one. Nice. And that plays out. Nice. Okay. So what that means is the game is over. Now I'm in my concert outfit again. That explains why I was in that. Okay. Yeah. I never actually bothered to count how many recipes I have, but I have a fuck ton. And there you go, chat. That is another... That's another round of Mystia's Izakaya. I was glad to play this game again. But like I said, once 2.5 is translated, I will definitely be peeking at that. And after that, of course, there's a chance for there's a good chance that DLC 3 will be in the works. When that will be translated, I don't know. What that location entails, I don't know either. But all you can do is wait. I definitely will play it again when I get the opportunity, for sure, because I really like this game. But it was nice. It was nice to play this. The DLC came out in around April, and we got it around the beginning of October, a little after, near the end of September. So, pretty substantial time gap, but the important thing is it happened, and I was able to play it. So I don't mind waiting. Maybe things are faster next time. Who knows? But yeah, I'll be playing this again as soon as, well, maybe not as soon as, but as soon as possible, I suppose, when English translation is up for the next stuff. And you know, whenever there's information on DLC 3, because you know what's coming. You know what's coming.